3, 2, 1, go! Excellent, sexy. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of WarHams.
Hello, you sons. I'm not a squirrel. I'm not a squirrel. You've just been squatting.
Experience beige.
with the horrid screams of the damned, and I like how our skull is filled with cheeses, that with the screams of the damned, we are back with another episode of WarHams. Thank you all so very much for attending this episode of WarHams. I think we're at episode 9, which has been a wonderful journey. Since we do these like every other weekend for the 40K thing of WarHams, it's pretty impressive we've got here so far. And it's thanks to everybody who's been tuning in, telling people we're live, all sorts of things. And since I already did our pre-announcement stuff kind of before this thing, we're going straight into it. I want to introduce you to the amazing cast members who are here, who basically make WarHams it so you can recognize who their voices are and differentiate them. The one who has been playing Braine played by Speaker D. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yes, I am Speaker D. I'm one of the 2 lead writers of If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. I play Braine. He's good at hitting things with a sword. And another thing I wanted to mention, clowns are pretty cool.
And next up, we have Reeb Van Horn, an inquisitorial acolyte played by Earndil. Tell them about yourself.
I am Earndil, as you said I am, and I am also one of the lead writers on If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device and occasional voice actor, and also so is speaker.
And I am ZoranTheBear. I am playing Lorn. I am the sanctioned psyker of the group. And next up, our illustrious rogue trader, captain of the deck collector, Captain Zedek, played by HulkyKrow. Tell him a bit about yourself.
I am indeed HulkyKrow. I am part and parcel a voice actor for the Emperor Had a Speech Device and the projects on the side. Captain Zedek loves to drink and pretend he doesn't have a problem and make an ass of himself the more cool he tries to act.
And finally, the person who hoards the ruin points, the individual who deems us to become destroyed eventually in his timeline, the person who is here to fuck us up the most, Thurston Hillman, the Game Master. Tell him a bit about yourself.
I mean, hi. I am Thurston Hillman. I work in the RPG industry, and then I spend my every other weekend torturing these people. It's my life. I enjoy it.
And one of the things that we want to do is, one, to kind of give people a heads up. Actually, Thurston, I want to see if you have anything first. Any uh-ohs that we did last episode, or any uh-ohs you might want to clarify, or are we clean?
No. We are clean to go. I am looking forward to this one.
Awesome, because one of the things we want to mention that, like, we're all not perfect. Sometimes we might get a lore thing wrong. Sometimes we might get a rules thing wrong, because we use the system Wrath and Glory while playing WarHams, and that allows us to do a bunch of stuff. So for those of you who are maybe new to the streams, you'll kind of see our cool overlay that we have on Twitch. And if you're on podcasts, you're kind of screwed. I'm sorry. So one of the things that we have is that you'll see all these dice that are kind of on the screen. And for those of you who really want to help us out and really support the show so we can pay the bills and so we can buy people yachts or whatever, that what you could do is donate to the channel. Direct donations are the only ones that kind of make this happen. That every time you give us a direct donation, depending on the amount, which you can always check on the info tabs on your mobile device, or kind of just scroll down, you'll see all the details on it at the lower part of the Twitch stream, basically kind of further down below in the info sections, that you can kind of see how you can help out the show, on how you can help out the player survive, because these dice do several things. These dice do very different things as they go. So you'll see the glory die here, which we always start with no glory die. You'll kind of see them increasing here on the bottom left. These glory die allow us to basically dedicate these to better our chances of succeeding, to add more damage and do a whole bunch of other stuff. The bottom right is what you see are ruin points. These ruin points are here to basically screw over the players because you guys helping us out. If you see that we're doing too well, or the game master sees that we're doing too well, he uses these to balance things out because we are very powerful. We could possibly mess up a space marine, and they're like way high level. We're pretty powerful. So he has those in stock, in which he starts with 4 due to the rules of the game, just so he can kind of mess us up a little bit. Next up, we do just kind of help us players out, and also you able to help us out with a little bit, our Wrath die. You'll see these die right below my portrait, which are now kind of adjusting right now. These allow us to, like, say for example, you've ever played like 8th edition or 9th edition Warhammer. Say for example, you need to reroll all your failed hit rolls or something. This is kind of what it does. Any successes that we did not get, because this is a D6 system game, any dice that did not succeed, we use those to re-roll them, or we're like, there's a really cool narrative thing I want to do, and I have to let it happen, and we can spin a Wrath die to make that happen. So further on, I think that's kind of an explanation of how we do things, explanation of how things going on. Just going through my mental checklist, making sure everything's fine, but I think we're good. I think we're ready. I think we're finally ready to play some WarHams.
Yeah. So beginning our adventure, I just want to give a brief recap of last episode where our intrepid band made their way to the world of Shady Rock, where times were great. Nothing bad happened. And they went around. They totally didn't punch a retirement nurse in the face or anything.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It was a totally fun time.
And one quick note for chat. All the dice and stuff, people ask us a lot of questions about how I move the dice and stuff. I do all that manually. So if you donated, didn't see your stuff manually pop up, just give me a second. I got to go through a list. So just give me a second. I do everything manually. But go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, you're good. And at the end, after having made various discoveries, and as the PCs learned about the strange transpirings that happen in Shady Rock, they had the fog that encompassed this village seemed to retreat every time they made discoveries, eventually leading them on more and more clues. And we ended last session with our characters finding this all-terrain transport just at the edge of the docks, right by the large open sea. And our players went in and found out that this all-terrain vehicle had a message left over from one Slayer Burgo de Fakrabi, 24 was his name.
Fuck that guy.
And so as we start this session, our players their characters, I should say, have activated this ATV and have gone under the sea. The vessel churns to life with electric energy as the motive force courses through it, and it begins to lurch off of the beach and into the water. Its spacious interior in the further front sections allow all of you to sort of move around a little bit, stretch as it lumbers on this activated course down into the depths where Slayburgo de Fakrabi had made his way with this vehicle. What are all of you doing?
I will play the canticle and cite the rights of activation for subterranean vehicles as common on Lemuria. Will you allow me to do this?
I will.
Okay, then I press a few buttons, and then I activate my cogitators, and I go, and then it should be working out.
Please give me a tech check.
Lorn sits here, mad and disappointed after the beeps.
All right, let's go.
Machine.
Yeah, 7 successes.
Yeah, a total of 7. That is absolutely enough. You can tell that the vehicle stops rocking around, and it seems to have got onto a much firmer path as you've read these right. Outside the main viewport at the front of the vehicle, you can see different sorts of fauna moving, like fish forms moving around in the water, though they're just silhouettes. You see a lot of like squirming eel-like entities, and then some larger, some maybe the size of even a grav vehicle that just float in the distance as ominous shadows. The water here has a sort of light appearance near you because of lumens that are shooting out of your vehicle and illuminating the area. But further on ahead, it is a pitch black. All of you can sort of feel this angling as the vehicle is making its way at some sort of angle down, and like you're not being tossed or turned by the vehicle, but you can definitely feel there's sort of this like gravitic pull downwards, and the vehicle seems to be going further and further into the depths.
Captain Zedek is glad he's not piloting this because he can't possibly pick up this pilot.
You're breaking up a little bit there, Mr. Captain.
Yeah, I might
Zedek.
Oh, damn, I'm sorry about that. Captain Zedek is quite happy that he's not piloting this vessel for once, knowing that he can't possibly crash an underwater aircraft into a void shield.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
No, you said the cursed words.
Stop talking.
As you're thinking that, Zedek, you notice that the vehicle appears to have a Vox unit on it, a fairly long-range Vox unit that is built into the command cupola here. You know this because instinctively you are always aware of any long-range Vox units because you are always desperate to get in touch with your ship.
He's desperately lonely. He has to make sure his homies up top are doing all right without him.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
There's suddenly a large bump, and everything sort of lurches forward as it's clearly struck something. And the vehicle continues on.
Wait, who's driving?
It's an auto sequence.
Was it me?
Yes, we should be careful. Though there are very few living creatures still on Lemuria, I lost my first arm to a hell squid. There might be more around here.
What's a hell squid?
I do not believe we will have the same fauna as your Forge World, but it is noted at the very least.
All right.
Shut up, crackly radio. We're talking.
Captain! Captain goes over to the comm station. Ransom?
Are you receiving?
Yes, I can hear you. Is something the matter?
Important update. High priority.
Can I attempt to reroute power from, say, our rear lumens and attempt to bolster the communication signal?
Yeah, you can give me a tech check for that kind of techie bullshit.
Well, it's just
Absolutely.
about techie stuff.
I want to turn off the backlights to power my time travel machine. Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm turning off the ability for me to give turn signals to the fish.
Oh, good. Good.
We're gonna get a write up for that.
I know, always be the right of sea to travel
The
through these
underwater
waters.
Arbites are coming.
That's we gotta make sure we have the right of bay.
That's way better than mine.
Right,
I give you.
God damn. 4 successes is enough to yes, divert power from the backlights to the Vox unit, which seems to pick up suddenly. Sir, priority message per your request. Update on the nursery situation. We have 4 servitors looking after Tater Tot at this time. They are designated Spar, Lightning Cut, Alex DL, Solar Aura, and Zelnick. Signal breaking up, sir. Emergency transmission complete. And then it goes completely into crack.
Did he seriously just fucking emergency radio us to tell us about Tater Tot's fucking babysitters?
Oh, thank God. I was worried we might not know which servitors were looking after him.
We have to make sure he gets a proper upbringing. You know that.
Yes, it was an emergency signal. Why did you do that, Captain? We needed that for important things.
I didn't know he was gonna send the update now.
Why? When were you? Oh, Captain, you and I are going to have a very long talk later about what is exactly important for an emergency signal.
Correction, we will have a very long talk after I've had a very stiff drink.
Oh, goodness.
I am beginning to think that times are not very great.
Now, hands are definitely not great. As Lorn cinematically puts his hands behind his back, looks out in front of the front window, what does Lorn see through the dark abyss of the undersea?
The eye blinks at you. The eye that now fills the cover of the transport.
I'm Molten Beam!
I'm gonna tackle Lord so he doesn't do that.
I get
Lord,
tackled. I just
do
get
not defenestrate us.
just get footballed. Just
Yeah. We are in a box in the ocean, you fool!
It's not down where it's better. It's not down where it's better. And I'm just freaking out.
Brute. We are under exactly... How many fathoms below are we by this point? What does the system say?
I would like to read the system.
Yeah, you get a sense that at this point you are probably a solid from ground level, maybe 1,000 meters below surface.
Do not breach containment of this vessel. We require the atmosphere to remain where it is.
Are you saying that shit? I look back out.
Yes, and it's out there, and we're in here, and he's the point is that it's out there. We're fine for now. Don't blast a hole in our ship.
But what I want to know is where's the eyeball?
Thump, thump, thump. And at the front, the eye has disappeared, but instead you see these immense tentacular limbs that seem to just slap up against the front window. You can't see anything beyond like suckers that seem to like position themselves on the glass and then come off.
Hey, Braine?
Yes.
I recall you mentioning something about Lemurian hell squid?
Yes, they are very powerful, can easily rip manifold servitors to ash and dust within their tentacle grip. Oh, shit, you're right. I'm going to go to the main console.
Yes?
Has this thing got any weapons on it?
You can tell that, yes, it does. It has an upper mounted stubber.
Is that gonna fucking fire underwater?
No, it will not.
I have an idea. Braine,
Yes.
please turn on the windshield wipers.
Good idea. Press a button.
All right, give me a tech check to use the windshield
Turn on the
wipers
fucking
against it.
wipers.
Then I would like a Medicaid check from Reeb.
That's going to be 3 successes for my incredible tech check to turn on the windshield.
three successes. Excellent.
Oh, the Medicaid spooling. It's 8 and a complication.
Okay, beautiful. I always like these. First of all, Braine, you activate the windshield wipers. They push off, and there's like this like pop, 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 pop sound as all the suckers are sort of knocked off of it. But the tentacles move off, and the creature that was slapping the front of your vehicle pulls back. Reeb, that's when you see it for what it is. And you've seen this before because you've done a lot of research on various fauna forms.
Yeah.
This is one of those Lemurian hell squids, which is odd because those are only native to Lemuria.
Excuse me, Braine, I have to report something. I believe your Lemurian Magos friend
Yes.
may have brought a friend.
You mean to tell me that's a Lemurian hell squid?
Yes. For some reason, it has been imported here.
I unsheath my sword.
Now wait. Now the complication. The complication is that a great insult has been made. So as you were explaining this, Reeb, you somehow present a terrible insult to Lemuria as you're explaining this. I will leave that up to you as to what the insult would be.
You and your great big fish have been made apparently in this particular planet. So could you please explain to me why your blasted Lemurian creature has found its way under the ocean?
I'm gonna turn and look at Reeb.
Oh, not again.
Lemurian hell squid is among the most ferocious predators in all the galaxy. It is the mandate of Mingo's biologists to bring them to other areas so that we may study their ability to kill and be killed.
Why that is moronic?
This is a scientific endeavor, you nitwit! And if I have you insult the Mingo's biologists of Lemuria, I'll be very angry and I might start screaming!
Boom! And suddenly the entire vehicle shakes, like, as though it's rocked up on its side as something smashes into it.
Okay, shit, we gotta go. We might be about to die. Yes.
Let's table this scrap.
Have any skills that might give you information on the activities of a Lemurian hell squid? And I'm going to be real open to interpretation of what skills you want to suggest.
So, I mean, I'm an Ordovino guy. Can't I just roll a scholar?
Absolutely. That is the absolute best check.
That is the absolute best check. Application.
All right. Yes.
Can I roll a psychic mastery?
I hate you so much. You can. I will allow you to roll a psychic mastery check, if only to let you complicate this and somehow psychically anger the hell works. That's fine. I'm such a oppressive GM, but I'll allow this.
I got a 5.
A five allows you to recognize, Lorn, that there is a creature out there. It is not some figment. You're detecting the baseline sort of soul energy of this creature. But that's basically all I'm going to give you. Now, Reeb, I'm going to give you information that is important, but the complication is going to tie it back to you. Lemurian hell squids are incredibly dangerous creatures because they are offended when light moves towards them. In fact, the way to handle a Lemurian hell squid is often to move away from it with light. But if that light were to, say, suddenly stop being bright and just go out entirely, the hell squid becomes enraged. As if it were following a light and that light were to turn off, it would get angry.
Well, then I suppose, if that is the case, we need to keep the light on.
So we did need those turn signals.
Correct.
How many lights are on at the moment on this
front? The front lights. You've turned off the back lights.
I slam the keyboard with my fist and I do a tech check to turn on the blinkers.
Excellent.
So, sorry.
Give me your slam tech check.
Oh, it's going. It's going. Let me tell you.
It's going to be so good when it happens too. We had so good with the rolls early on, but then the betrayal.
Yeah.
So in this case, I'm just going to, unless it's a complication later on, I'm just going to say you slab down, and suddenly the front lights dim a bit as the back lights come back on, and the hell squid veers away.
Mm-hmm. It's still going.
Oh, I was looking forward to testing my steel once more with those ferocious beasts.
Do not test your steel. Do not fight things underwater with a sword.
Oh, yes, I did. As the leader of my squad, I have helped lead many raids against erstwhile Lemurian hell squids alongside our Sicarian kill teams.
Then, yes, were you wearing an apparatus that allowed you to survive in crush depth?
Yes, it is called a me.
Can I check that statement?
Tech check.
Yeah, what skill would you like to use to test that statement?
Would that be awareness? I don't believe that at all.
Sure. Insight.
I'm sorry, I'm dumb today.
Yeah. It's good. I've restarted the API.
4 successes.
You're suspect. Something doesn't quite add up there.
Okay, fine. There were slight modifications, but I'm very strong and water is not very...
Grumble, and you hear the churning of rocks, and the front of the vehicle cockpit seems to have this wash as water comes off of it. And it looks like you've started to arc back up, and you emerge from this water into this pitch black area. And then the vehicle comes to a complete stop with a ding.
Oh, so this is like an underwater like air bubble or something like
Seems
that?
like it.
Oh, quick thing before you continue. For everyone just on Discord, because check your voice activation, just making sure, because some people are cutting out tiny bit, and that might be the reason.
Okay.
Oh no.
Just double check, make sure it's kind of lowered enough. But we'll see how it goes.
Is it me or
it's
is
mostly
it,
Speaker D, and it was Hulky for a little bit, but I think you fixed yourself. Yeah.
Oh, criminy. I'll mess with it real quick.
Good.
Should be better now.
technical issues?
Okay.
Okay,
I'd like to
Checks
turn-
that we complicate all the time. All right, so yes, the vehicle seems to have stopped. All of the lights have turned off. It's just given kind of this acknowledgement blink, like the ride's over.
I would like to take my turn on the console and turn the forward lights on again.
Sure.
Let's do it. Let's do a tech check.
It
I
errors.
feel good about this one.
Yeah, you can give me a tech check to try to override it, but when you're trying it, it's erroring. Yeah, you even
It's
with
a
a
four.
4, you go in, you try to, and what you're getting up are messages that indicate that the vehicle is now in power saver mode.
It's in standby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll wake up in 10 minutes anyway.
Well, we don't exactly have 10 minutes. Let's disembark, shall we?
I disembark from the thing. I assume it's kind of like a tube we're going down.
Yeah, like what happens is the back of the vehicle like opens up, much like your Arvis lighter. There's just a flat back that falls down. You find yourself in this cavern system that, like some of you, I assume, have different lumen units on you. I'm sure Braine has like, I don't know, light goggle eyes that just blast.
His eyes are just lighting up things like searchlights.
Yeah. This is like a cavern that's filled with just all of these different rock formations, sort of spiky stalagmites and stalactites. And as you're seeing all of these around, you hear the dripping of water. You've come out from this pool that's in a section of it. But all around, there's just this like sort of dripping sound. Water seems to have lapped in here. And you see rock formations and tunnels that lead off in various directions.
Oh, real quick, GM, could I head back onto the vessel and ensure once it exits power saver mode that it doesn't leave without us?
Yeah, you can tell, and I won't make you make a check for this because Zedek would have found this out too. The vehicle's in power saver mode for essentially a departure trip, and it won't leave until it's essentially authorized by someone to do so.
Is there any way I can make sure that it's us that authorizes it?
You can give me a tech check to input some kind of password into it. Yeah.
Can I add some? Can I take 3 wrath dice or glory dice? Excuse me.
I don't have
that.
Spend them, Big Papa.
Yeah, do it up.
Don't call me Big Papa.
That's Big Papa's going to be the password he's going to enter.
Big Papa.
Nice, a 6 and a glory.
Ooh, a 6 and a glory.
We're
Absolutely.
full on
So-
glory, though.
So you lose
Thanks to
3, but then you'll regain 1. So you'll be down 2 now.
I'm sorry, he did the thing. My bad.
Yeah, he put 3 in for that. And so you managed to put in your password, Reeb. You come out and sort of join the rest of them, no problem. The vehicle won't depart without one of you knowing the password.
Only roll 5 dice.
Nah, you got it anyway. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
it only rolled the 5, but that 6 is enough, so you're good.
Mm-hmm.
So you're all in this cave system, and you have some illumination from whatever implements you have. But what are you doing as you step out here? The air almost has this coldness to it. Like despite the sort of humidity from the water, it seems fairly cold. Like just on the cusp of your breath would sort of miss the air. It's not quite there, but there's a chill.
You want to make life a little difficult for us? You're thirsty.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I am going to do a super ultra mega power psyker move. And you're going to use one of those Wrath and Glory super advanced techniques where I get to exchange a power for another power.
Okay.
No.
By doing so, I think we agreed on this house ruling because in the book, one of the previous issues now with the Rise edition, you can kind of like exchange a psychic power because, or else you're locked in for life and good luck getting anything else. I want to exchange Flame Breath with the best spell, what it was previously called, Orb. Otherwise known now as Psychic Torch.
Psychic Torch. I am totally okay with that. Yeah.
But I think I now have to cast everything else with one more Wrath die for the rest of this session.
Yup. As you sort of attune yourself to it. Absolutely. Well, give me that check with 2 Wrath die for a Psychic Torch.
It's like just because it wasn't written down and because I'm dumb, I'm just gonna do a normal smite, which is kind of the same as it was. I remember.
Yeah.
So,
you're looking for a difficulty 2, so yeah, 8 is
that, and I'm good.
And you'll have enough to do. You can so you have 2 choices. You can create another orb, or you can have your or another torch, or you can have your torch illuminate basically 15 meters around you, as opposed to 5. What do
we want, boys? Super light or multiple bright?
I think super light. Yeah, definitely.
Super bright it is. I Gandalf it up at the tip of my staff.
Oh yeah, and the sort of aquiline head on your staff lets out this burst of light, and you see the cavern, and it has this sort of like very organic appearance to it. Some of this area looks like it's sort of formed by water erosion. Do any of you have any skills that would be appropriate to identifying, like the status of rocks and the like? I'm looking through here, and some examples might be scholar would be a good one. Investigation, think might
weapon skill.
Maybe not weapons. We've tried that.
I'd be happy to
actually. Sorry, awareness
check on that.
Yeah,
one.
awareness would be the other 2. Okay, perfect. Give me a scholar check if you've got.
I'll give it a scholar check. I'm not very good at it, but
I am
learning.
Oh, that's 1 success.
Okay, Captain Zedek.
Oh, that's 4 successes. Complications.
Zedek spent some time in the mines, but he didn't care much for the rocks.
Yeah. Oh, boo. Okay. So,
very, very good.
This is beautiful. So as this is going on, Braine, you're from Lemuria, you know a fair amount about water. Though the sort of mouth of this cave is experiencing some water effects, maybe the next 20 meters beyond, it looks like this place has never really experienced like water damage, except over maybe tens of thousands, if not longer, years ago. Like the water that you're starting to see here, it's all sort of clustered near that pool at the front. Otherwise, this place hasn't had any sort of liquid move through it.
I see. Very intriguing. And out of curiosity, what is my complication?
Your complication is unsaid right now.
Good.
Oh, good.
Extremely excellent.
Well, I can tell you that water has not touched this place in some time. More than likely, we are entering into the footsteps of Lemurian outpost activity. Now, I want to warn you all. What we are going to face is more than likely going to be quite dangerous if it could compromise all of a Lemurian outpost in such a way. But my Forge World is the mightiest in its sector, several sectors beyond, perhaps equal only to ours. Undoubtedly, there will be some survivors, or, in the worst case scenario, some ability to restore what was lost.
I do hate to break your little bubble there, but you would think that if they had set up an outpost, they would not have done it in a random underground cave, yes?
You would think that. But the transport automatically brought us here. We are aware that we are looking to some kind of Xenos crater of some description. And more than that, it's not the first place someone would look, which means it's an excellent place.
Are you having this by the vehicle? Or are you starting to like move forward?
I thought we were moving
with Lorn's. Yeah. Like Lorn, are you kind of leading the way with the Gandalf staff?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
leading.
okay.
Yeah.
Your funny orb.
You carry on, and as you're having this conversation, Lorn, your light catches something in that further on, you see this reflection of metal for the briefest moment, and all of you kind of see it as Lorn's psychic light reflects off of a steel plate that is embedded in the chest of a servitor. The servitor is this sort of bulky man with this, necrotized flesh that appears to have just been like almost dissolved in places. So more of the mechanical augmentations are showing, and like the skin is kind of there, but half of like a sludge slurry as it's fallen up against a bunch of rocks. It looks to be holding on to something in both of its arms, clutching it very tightly. This sort of metal object, rectangular, that has a like a screen on it. It's clutching it as it's fallen back, and its
Zedek,
body dissolved.
Yes, Lorn.
go check that out. Go
I don't want to
figure
touch
it out.
it.
Oh, for goodness
come
sake,
on.
step aside, will you? Reeb's gonna go up to this and kind of beckon Lorn over because he's got the fucking light bulb.
I just I
Lorn,
flashlight
it
like a
solves
kid and
itself.
his dad.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's see, what happened to you, friend? Excuse me, Braine,
Yes.
dead servitor. You
I
may
understand. I will aid my friend Reeb in his endeavor.
As he's coming over, I kind of take my hand and kind of swish off what the nameplate would be.
Oh yeah, and like as you sort of like look at the nameplate, you can see the word sort of embedded. It's just on the chest underneath this box it's holding. It just says Adam.
Okay. Watch that thing, Reeb. I point to his hand.
About to find out. Are his hands like mechadendrites, or are they actually like regular hands? Like
You can see there's like one arm that was clearly a bionic arm that has sort of the metal underlay that's clutching onto it. The other one is almost more of like a sludge, but it looks like the outer, like a lot of sections of it were almost sliced, like something tore and ripped it apart. If you want to give me a Medicaid check, you'd have a better idea of what did this.
No, I fully intend to do that, so I'm going to slap that Medicaid button and get an 8.
Oh, yeah. Like, it looks like something very, very fine. Like, this is like, this thing was, like, the server was cut apart by, like, minuscule scalpels repeatedly.
Anything like my mono knife?
You guess probably more fine than your mono knife. Like, and it looks like a lot of them. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of these tiny slice marks. And clearly the servitor endured this, probably made its way here and collapsed. And like the sludgy effect of like it's decaying is more a byproduct of it being in a slightly humid area, probably for an extended period of time.
Can I get a gauge on how long?
Not really. You're not quite sure. It's at least a month, if not more.
Okay. And this box it's not holding it particularly tightly, is it?
No. You can take it out, and you can see on it. It seems to be some kind of storage unit with a small hololithic display.
Okay. Braine.
Yes.
If you could check him for any records, like a recording of some kind in his little metal brain, it would be helpful in determining.
Indeed, I shall search for the black box.
It's lacerated quite badly.
I know. It is weird, but generally when things are stabbed, they do tend to cease operation.
It's the nature of the lacerations that is concerning, because even my little surgical knife here is not quite as fine as those blades, nor anything I doubt even Lemuria could produce, or whether it attack their...
Well, I wouldn't doubt that, but what I would question is if it was slain by perhaps a tiny Xenos form, or perhaps a more advanced technology. Could you have you found any, I don't know, strange particles? I am not a biologist.
I cannot determine them right now. The corpse is badly decayed. I just need you to check the records. I'm going to investigate whatever this hololith is.
Yeah, so
Of course.
it looks like there's a 2-button sequence on it. The first one probably activates the unit, and the second one probably plays whatever data's on it.
Well, I activate the unit and I play what's on it.
Okay, so when you activate the unit, immediately this hololithic light simulacrum appears, and it's got this Gothic script underneath it, which shows the name. I'm just going to show you the artwork. It's basically this rotating model of a humanoid figure. That is this piece of artwork right here.
Oh.
Made by Garrett.
One by Garrett.
Thanks, Garrett.
The second button seems to play an audio file to go with this. I assume you're going to press it?
Before I do, is this the Magos or is this someone else?
It appears to be a Magos. It just has the name. The name Rohekta seems to be what you remember hearing from your prior exploration here.
All right then. So I will play then, and I will hover close to Braine so he may listen in.
Okay. You play.
Hello? Hello! This is Junior Magos, Rohekta, of the glorious Fort World, Lemuria, disciple of the Omnisire, reporting in. This is my first installment in a series of entries regarding the Xenos architecture we have found at the base of the crater. I have taken a squad of loyal seconded Skitari, led by Alpha Beta 4R. We shall investigate the unearthed site and discover what is within. This is Junior Magos, Rohekta, ending report. Blessings to the Omnisire and Lemuria.
And then the file stops.
That is very faintly informative.
Junior Magos. I do hope he is all right.
Well, we shall have to find out. And I believe this crater may be the flood area that we find ourselves beneath in this case.
TM, and I guess I'll be rolling tech to try to secure shit from the servitor. Do I have any recognition of, and it's a long shot, Lemuria is a whole planet, I was just one small cog of it, of Rohekta or anyone of his designation?
Give me we'll say a scholar check, and I'll make it a stupid high DN. Like, I don't know, we'll say DN 10.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You want to spend all that glory we got?
You could.
Yeah, it's not really, it's a long shot anyway. It's really just.
I'm fine with you spending glory.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
No, I do,
Okay,
but I would rather save it for when I'm going to use my
Spending
shitty
glory.
stats to make a hard check.
Oh, I see. All right, fine.
I have rolled it.
Okay. Well, then wait. Your scholar check, is that the one there? Is that the complication?
No,
Or has it not
no.
posted yet?
I rolled it, but it didn't go through. I'll try it again. Roll 20 is being magical this eve.
Yeah.
I gotta love it.
Just so everyone knows,
You
it's
gotta
waiting for
love
the
it.
roll to go. We use Roll20 to do this stuff, and there's been awesome people who've been, working on it. That's why you see the fancy roll thing. They made the API to look like that. But
D10s again.
Yeah, D10's an accident.
D6.
Different system. But if we really want the try out Foundry, so if anybody knows of anyone who actually has a completed system of Wrath and Glory, we really want to use the Foundry VTT. So if anyone could figure that out, that'd be great. No one's made one yet, or made like a early beta that doesn't even work. So we're looking for that. So
Here we go. So with the 3 scholar, you do not. You may, however, also give me a tech check as you are trying to sort of secure the data from this server as well. And if you want to spend glory on this, you certainly can.
To do that.
Yeah.
how much are you spending?
I will spend 2 glory on this, and I rolled it without it. I will
2
roll
glory
another
spell.
6.
2 more. 6 is exactly what you need. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
So as you check into the data, you can actually get something of a cogitator unit out of the skull, which is sort of half liquefied after being cut open and left here. As you go in, you can find what appears to be a visual log, which you can quickly jury rig into the recording unit you found to display a hololithic sort of recreation of what the servitor saw, which plays this like brief looping scene of fast movement through one of these cavern units with a lumen light over the shoulder. And looking down, you can see there's a shattered lumen light on the shoulder of the servitor unit. And it seems to make turns and be moving at a quick speed. Then there's suddenly this collapse as it falls forward, and you hear this like sound from behind it, and then it falls face forward, cracks, and then it repeats back to the beginning and continues looping that final.
So there's no footage of what attacked it?
No. It seemed to be moving away from what attacked it.
But there was no noise. There was no...
Yeah, it was like a chattering sound, but you couldn't make anything out. It could have just been background static.
Right, it could have been a million things. Let's just keep on going and see what else we find. We can't solve this thing here. We need more evidence.
Wait, I think I know what they might be. I've seen this before in the hive.
Oh.
You have?
Yes. They're gangers.
No.
Gross little spindly gangers that are running around caves, all fucking with things and attacking people who go down to them. Because they're stealing stuff from the sunk.
This gang are fucking with shit, man.
Those gangs are everywhere.
I know it's there. A Voxcast told me there were tons of tiny little gangers running around caves.
Yes.
With whole ganger nests.
Captain, we know you dislike the poor. Let us move on, shall we?
I don't dislike the poor. I happen to employ several thousands of them with very meager wages.
Zedek?
Let's move.
You continue walking down the tunnels, literally moving on with Lorn leading the way.
Can I just say one thing before we move on?
Of course.
Zedek, Pie's expression does not change because it is really hard to tell what his expression is. And he is just looking at you. And in the first time of your life, you were probably certain Pie is looking at you. He hasn't said anything, but just the most disappointment you have ever. And then he just goes on.
All right. So you carry on, and the tunnels continue for a ways until you reach a sudden stop in the tunnel that you've been moving through. And the stop is strange because the tunnel expands into a larger cavern that sort of its mouth opens up to both the left and the right, sort of yawning forward until it stops abruptly at a sheet of black stone that basically covers probably a good 15 meters from the base to the top of this cavern. And at the absolute bottom, sort of heaped up, is what appears to be a ladder system, like one of those sort of ladders that's made of not rope, but kind of almost like a plastic that has just sort of lumped and bundled at the base. And then up about 14 meters is a plain shelf that looks to be almost like a expertly cut hole into this pure obsidian stone that is like a perfect rectangle cut.
Squares. Concerned.
I move in brave as the little Lorn can be, and right, let's go. Time's a wasting.
Lorn, as you approach, you kind of just get this sense of vertigo. Your eyes sort of squint a bit, and you just have to take a moment to breathe as you hold your light. And the other three of you notice the light kind of flickers before it just reasserts itself.
I don't
That's
trust
not
like
good.
that.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Reeb, can you use your... sorry, not you, Reeb. Lorn, can you use your massive old man brain to tell what is happening behind this wall?
Thanks for nothing.
You have a massive young man brain.
Yeah, sure. Psychic science.
You want to ask psychic mastery to see what you know? Okay.
I got a 5.
Yes.
You concentrate, and the only thing you get is a slight nosebleed.
Sorry. Just take care of myself a little bit. Go like, I don't know what it is, but I definitely don't like it here. But I guess the only thing we can do is continue forward, see what's here. What was that? Get my staff ready.
Yeah. Cartridge comes out of your staff as you cock it.
Sword after
Where do
red.
these shells keep coming from?
I'm locked and loaded, baby.
So, Dan, we have 2 paths. We have left and right.
No, you've come in from a tunnel, and it basically expands left and right. So you imagine you've been going through like a 2-meter wide tunnel, and suddenly it expands out to maybe 30 or 40 meters wide, like an immense open cavern. But the far wall, maybe some 15 meters from the tunnel you've come through, that far wall is just like obsidian stone, just a flat wall of it, perfect with no blemishes on it. And then the only way out is there seems to be a rectangle, a perfect rectangle cut into that obsidian, and underneath it, about 14 meters down from that hole, is a ladder that looks like it might have been used in the past to get up there, but has fallen down and is all bundled up.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
Yes.
let's go. I start running.
Oh, no.
Get back here, you!
Wait, we
Okay.
can't stay in one place.
Zedek runs after him.
We're being outflanked.
It's like, now we must face this danger.
We don't have to face it if we can run faster than it.
We must stand our ground. Braine, get back here.
I'm gonna run back.
Yeah, you come back.
You're the tank. I can't take
Brave
hits, okay?
Lemurian warrior.
I was afraid of it attacking us from 2 sides.
We will face it head on then.
I am a brave Lemurian warrior. I'm just terrified of being killed in the back when I'm not looking. I want to kill things in the front.
That is not being brave, Braine.
I'll show you what brave is. I'm gonna get my sword out and I'm gonna start walking towards the source of the voice.
There you go.
Yeah, I start walking towards
You
it
don't
myself.
know where that voice has come from.
I guess I'm walking it
Okay.
He walks
Come on,
in a
Braine.
random
Come on,
direction.
everybody. Continue down the halls of ways.
Oh,
I mean,
wait,
you can
Braine,
carry on down, but there's a 14-meter like vertical surface you have to overcome.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought there was a doorway.
No.
I guess that was it.
There is a doorway, but it's 14 meters up.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And it's like a
Look
rope
around.
ladder that's bundled up down below.
Yeah, like a rope ladder that was
Yeah.
probably very clearly set up to allow you to get up there, but it is all fallen and like bundled up at the base of the wall.
Lorn.
So clearly, like this is just fallen down and.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now I have the picture in my head. I apologize. I'm just going to let it
you're
take
good.
down. So, whoop, whoop.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
You have to roll me another dice.
No, it's supposed to be in there, but it's being weird, so
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, cool.
But
yeah. So you go up there, and as you go there, you start unbundling it, and like I assume you're trying to bring the ladder with you as you float up to set it up again,
which is
Lorn?
easy. Yeah, like,
Yeah. So the rest of you see Lorn psychically float up to the top, and as this bundle is unraveling, underneath it, you see another one of those hololithic boxes that seems to have been hidden by the by the bundled ladder. And so, Lorn, you fly up. There is a black hall that just carries on to the limit of your light. It goes on all the way, and then you just see like strange markings that have been inscribed on the walls here. But the 3 of you at the base, you see Lorn fly up, and as he does, there's another one of those hololith boxes.
Has he? He's thrown down like the rope so we can kind of climb up.
Yep.
Yeah, I set everything up just like, all right, you're good.
I will climb and I will come to see this box.
Well, the box is at the base. Like as he flies up, it just like the ladder bundle comes, straightens, and you realize underneath it was one of these boxes. So it's on the level with you while Lorn's floating up to the top.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll grab it, make sure it's not damaged.
Yeah, it seems to be in good state. And then I assume, Lorn, you set it back up top, and then the rest of you all sort of climb up to the top. So yeah, you're now in this hallway, this like perfect rectangular hall that goes on to the limits of the light. But you've all climbed up.
What you got there, Braine?
We're about to find out. I believe these are more of the records of that Junior Magos.
I'm going to open the lid, and I'm going to activate the holographic display, and
the same image shows up again. You can tell that as you do so, there's like a shattered servo skull in it, and it just has a nameplate on it that reads Omega Mars. But it's been cracked and broken. Like this was a servo skull that was probably doing data recording of it and then was cracked, and they put it back in the case with this.
Any way for me to try to repair it?
It looks pretty irreparable. The cogitator unit is fully destroyed, but the hololithic recording is saved in the box itself, so you're good to activate that.
I will activate it then.
This is Rohekta. We entered the complex, which I believe to be a xenostructure of indeterminate age. Our attempts to perform off-spec sweeps on the area have given contradictory answers. Some of these walls date back millennia, while others seem to be only days old. A few still seem to confound our chronometers and give dates yet to transpire. The substance is most interesting. I shall have Beta 4R's troops extract some for future analysis. This is Junior Magos, Rohekta, ending report. Blessings of the Omnisire and Lemuria.
I'm beginning to wonder whether or not time really is good around here. Time seems to be very all over the place, actually.
Is it even real? Do we even know?
Oh, shut up, Zedek.
How fascinating! We are dealing with something that appears to be manipulating time. Yes, this could be quite an intriguing foe.
You mean to tell me something can actually mess with time itself? That just excuse me for sounding like a layman, but that doesn't seem possible.
I mean, you can. You have a watch, don't you? You can just like turn the hands and you mess with time.
I want to give Lorn the same look that I feel that Pi gave me. Just abject disappointment to what he just told me.
Just Fenrisian smooth brain, just going, yeah, you can do that. Like,
just one eye blinking at a time.
Well, I have heard rumors of ancient technology that mankind crafted that could do such a thing, supposedly hidden deep inside of the ancient catacombs and libraries of various forge worlds, perhaps hidden somewhere by the machine spirits of the Arch Mechanicuses up above. But I myself have spent most of my life as a lowly Skitari. I cannot objectively claim it, but if there's a chance for us to reclaim this lost technology here, or better understand how to reclaim it, then this is likely a place of great significance. I can see the genius of attempting to study such a dangerous place.
Then let us press on, Braine. You first, I get the light.
Yes.
Right behind.
Does anybody
you
else
start
hear
hearing
that?
this humming, this like rhythmic humming that gets louder as you carry on down the hall.
Lorn, stop humming.
I can't help it.
Okay, it's all right. I'm not mad.
But something else is.
What? Now I'm really mad.
Somewhere down there. We should beat it up.
all right.
And as you carry on just a bit, you all catch further down this hall, which seems to stretch on quite a ways. is the sputtering light of a data pad or a data slate that's up against the side of like the corner of the floor here, so where the corner meets the wall. It's sort of at an angle. You can see this green light sort of spewing out from some letters that have been written, and yeah, it seems to just be giving off a slight hum. Because this place is so silent, it's actually, aside from yourselves, the only thing you hear.
I will interface with this data pad.
Yeah, you walk up to it, and it's just got a paragraph written on it. It looks like it was part of a stack, clearly dropped. The screen is cracked down the middle, but the text is still very visible. And as you sort of read it, Pi, what you read is, "Oh, what a dreadful place. The light of the God Emperor clearly doesn't reach this lightless hell. Ah, but that is what the light of Slayer Burgo de Fakraby, 24th of my name, is here to illuminate." And that's all that's on the data pad.
I will forge this later to say incriminating things.
I'm going to put it in my pocket.
I am Slayer Burgo de Fakraby, and I have a plot to kill the Emperor.
I wrote it in this book.
I'm going to get a cool gun and shoot him in the brain.
I get the
24 times.
I,
Was that Lorn?
I get like, just imagine the camera painting to my face after, realizing who it's from and all that, and you just get like that Fairy Odd Parents mode. It's like the fuckerby, just mad.
Dinkle Fuckerby.
And you carry on, though further ahead, you're not sure how long you've been in this hall. Time seems to take a strange meaning as everything around you is just pitch black. The floors, the walls, the ceiling. The only sight of color that you have is each of you illuminated by Lorn's psychic light in this dark tunnel to wherever you're heading.
Oh no, we're in the Four Kings boss fight. Run!
No.
We all sprint.
You have to take down the first one before the second one spawns, or it's over.
We won't stop. They just keep spawning.
Take a roll.
So
fight, and now we're here.
this fucking Vanta Black tunnel that we're in, does it actually go anywhere, or are we just walking into more pitch?
You're walking, like, it seems like you have solid footing underneath you, and you're continuing on. After the data slate, though, it seems like you're just in pitch black for however long. You're not sure how much time has passed, and as each of you kind of instinctively look at like whatever chronometers you have, except for Lorn, who I guess probably just wears a sundial, which doesn't work.
I'm just like tapping it, like, come on.
It is midnight according to my sundial.
Fuck.
And just as all of you, like Reeb, as you kind of get this sense, like, are we just walking into eternal darkness? Up ahead, you suddenly see this lambent green glow, just sort of coming from the far end of the hall.
What does my scholar check tell me about the color green?
Yeah, give me a scholar check. Complicated so I can tell you this. Okay, yeah, complicated so I can tell you this cave is full of orcs.
Mate's back on the menu, boys.
Yes,
it's full of orcs.
It's all orcs all the way down.
The color green is often associated with the Xena species known as orcoids.
Ah, good. I look forward to surveying them more very clearly. I shall now whip out my scalpel and prepare to cut the darkness with it.
Excellent. You carry on, and okay. So you reach the end of the hall, which opens up. Oh, good.
Yeah, just I guess. Well, if we're about to reach the end of the hall, then it's fine. I won't do it. I was going to do something in case. Basically, while we were walking, I was going to have my power sword trailing on the ground in a line. So if we were repeating where we were before, we would see it.
No, it looks like you've reached the end of it. Okay, so as you're thinking, and again, this is kind of that time as all of you were thinking, like, are we going in circles? That's when you see this light. It comes very fortuitously. And as you sort of head towards this green light, you see that it opens into a cyclopean chamber. There's a small landing pad outside the door, but there's no ceiling. And in fact, up ahead of you, there seems to be no floor, as a single bridge spans this immense chasm towards this sectioned area that glows with strange Xenos glyphs and lambent green light. Just gonna switch that up. And so you're sort of using the image here, but you're sort of at the this area as this bridge connects further to
Stop
a large
doing that
platform. I know, haha, wrecked. And that bridge seems to go on for probably 20 meters from where you are before it connects to this large area. Up ahead, past the bridge, you can see that there's two sets of stairs that go up, again, sort of traced by some of this lambent green. You can see these larger sort of stone structures that jut out of the polished obsidian, each sort of triangular with cut-off tops, though they also, like the one to the right seems to have the remains of some sort of camp around it. You can see various pieces of equipment and even a small Vox transmitter that's set up. It's super far away, but Lorn's light, while it gives you good view, the sort of lambent green towards the northern passage there, that's illuminating everything. The only thing is as you approach this bridge, you see that it drops off into pure nothingness.
Well, then, ain't that neat?
And as you say that, your words echo and come back at you. Ain't that neat, ain't that neat, ain't that neat, ain't that neat.
This doesn't look like Lemurian architecture.
I don't think this looks like Imperial architecture at all.
I see.
But you know what it does look like?
What?
I'm not quite sure. Let's just move on.
I thought you
I
were
was
going
really
somewhere with
hoping
that.
you would say gangers.
I was waiting.
I know you were really hoping for that, but I'm not going to give it to you.
Glorious green gangers. Yes, I see.
It's the green gangers! It's like that Voxcaster said.
If you had said gangers, I would have pushed you off the side.
That's where my hidden psychic mastery comes from.
Can I take a rock
drugs in the water.
floor
Yeah,
and toss it off the edge?
absolutely. You can see there's like a chunk of this obsidian that appears to have been inexpertly cut out by something. In fact, as you pick it up, you sort of look and note that the wall beside you, as you pass out of the tunnel, the wall beside you is riddled with some sort of projectile ammo.
Okay, I mean that's. I'm not about to go and be like, yes, what do the slugs look like? Because if I can kind of assume what happened. Is there anything nearby, or is it just like remnants of very obvious interaction with the surrounding area?
How so?
I mean, are there bodies? Are there corpses? Or
You're not seeing anybody. So across the bridge, past the 20-meter bridge and sort of that like raised up area, you can see the Vox transmitter and some kind of camp, Imperium technology camp that was set up there. You're not seeing any bodies or any signs of any being or creature here. Right beside you, the doorway you've sort of entered at the sort of base of the bridge, to your left, you can see the wall here has been riddled with a few small solid projectiles. And then there's some chunks of this black stone on the floor, which you can easily pick up and toss into the pit. And as you
I'm going
do
to
so,
take
it just
a large chunk of black stone.
Okay.
Is there any difference aesthetically between this and normal like stones that are black?
It just looks like some kind of like fine obsidian.
Yes. Reeb, perhaps we should take a sample back to the debt collector after we leave this place.
Well, I mean, I don't see a reason why I can't just take it now. Pocket a piece of rock and put it in my bag.
Yeah, for sure.
I will do the same.
Lorn
This
moves
place
forward.
Everyone gets a
like-
rock. Everyone just grab a fucking rock. It'll be
Grab
fun.
a rock, everyone!
Zedek is actively looking for any tiny little obelisk that glows green. Just like, oh no, don't bring anything back to the debt collector. He's stealthily looking for little trophies to put in his room.
Lorn, I assume we're before the bridge, right?
Yeah, you haven't walked
Yeah.
across the bridge. This is
Lorn
legit
begins
just
to
the
walk
entrance
across
area.
it.
Okay, yeah. So Lorn, your psychic light takes you across, and you start walking. Are the rest of you following Lorn? Are you kind of letting him take the first walk across? What's everyone doing?
I'm gonna follow
I am
him.
not going to allow Lorn to get too far ahead by himself.
He gets himself
Okay.
into so much trouble.
Okay,
Unlike me.
I'm
absolutely.
going across. And as
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
just,
we got nowhere to go but across.
yeah.
Only way forward is forward.
Motocross.
Absolutely. So you all start making your way across. And can each of you give me an awareness test, please?
I would love
No.
to.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
It's not
You
allowed.
convinced me.
That's how the GM rolls.
Okay. Whoop.
Aha.
Ah,
One
good,
success.
Good.
I got a
good.
2.
I also got a 2.
Mhm. I pressed the button.
Why does it
I
take?
swear to God, I pressed the button.
There we
There
go.
you go.
You got a 4. Okay. So
I'm very
Reeb,
aware.
you're trailing the Rube.
Thanks.
The Rube. No, Reeb, you're trailing the group, and you're like at the back, and you're walking as the others all move ahead, and you start to notice something, and you have to shake your head slightly. Like, you notice Zedek's fine clothes almost start to dissolve in places, and Lorn's robes seem to almost be recoiling up as though they were being chewed by something, and even Braine's robes are starting to dissolve in patches around you.
Gentlemen,
Huh?
Yeah?
return around. Now you are being attacked.
And as all of you turn around, you suddenly look down, and Reeb, you see it as they turn. It becomes visible to you as though some fog is lifted. And the three of you turn to Reeb, and you see Reeb as well. His clothes are starting to dissolve, as all around you, coming up from the sides of the bridge, are these figures, these minuscule figures that have now got themselves all over you. And they begin biting and biting and biting. And they look like this. Thousands of these tiny metallic creatures that are all over you.
I'm going to activate Death Lotus and spin around with my flamethrower.
Wait. But you see, each of you has walked into my trap card, and my trap card is these things begin biting and biting into you. So I am going to, as my surprise action, this will be against Lorn.
Okay. So you
Going to
know
click the button. Yes.
that complicates automatically.
Oh,
Thanks to chat.
perfect. I
Nice.
love it. Thank you, chat. Also, great. Now my rules are being stupid too. This is so useful for me. I'm going to try refreshing 1 sec. Roll 20. Be better.
Well, as
Roll
Roll 20, especially with you, chat. Guess what edition that thing's from?
Yeah. That's right.
And as we let chat figure life out, Thurston, as we gave him a little bit of pause, what describe in detail what this scarab is, as Roll 20 takes 5 years.
It's this tiny. Oh, wow. It's this tiny mechanical creature with these sort of 2 feeder tendrils coming out of a mouth and these back limbs, and like almost like a bloated fly made of metal, but in the shape of a scarab with these sort of back wings that allow them to fly. And yeah, so this one bites into you, Lorn. It will complicate, but it's
basically like a
second
second or third edition scarab Necron.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's I believe that's 2nd edition. Yeah,
It's one of those editions.
Yeah. It does that, and then it bites you for 8 points of damage. So whatever your resilience is,
which is a 6.
Sweet. So you take 2 wounds from this. You may actually attempt determination. So
I determination roll. Go.
I'm going to roll for the others really
both.
quick. Okay, I will do the complication first because the complication could affect things. I'm going to see what kind of complications I have that are.
They all die. That's the complication.
What a coincidence.
Yes. Oh, excellent. So the complication is that I'm going to probably let Lorn do something warp related. Sadly, not a lot of our good complications here are appropriate for a swarm attempting to eat Lorn. So Lorn, my complication is going to be you're going to get to go before they start biting everyone else. You can take an action. What would you like to do?
Are you literally taking your complication and making me complicate?
No, I'm taking my complication and giving you an action as a result of it.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that can work out.
Like, these things have freaked you out so much they've freaked you into action, which is not good. Normally, they're used to people being scared and, like, submissive. You spring into action.
I like that I got rid of my one AoE spell for light.
I know. It was a good choice this session.
Yeah, I mean, I can still gather them all. So even with Crush, I'm still able to gather all of them. So it's like, so I'm able to get all the ones that are on me and around me. And I'm basically just gonna, just to prevent them from getting me, I'm gonna cast Levitate again and go whoop, so they can't, no more can get up on me.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna float up. Okay, give me.
I'm gonna float up while I'm patting crap off of me. Let me get you here. Hold up. So I gotta add the Wrath die and then whoop.
I believe. Oh,
and
very
for some
nice.
reason, yeah. So I actually failed that. Because the difficulty number is 5 and I rolled a 4. So I'm going to have to spend a Wrath die to make sure that happens.
Re-roll.
So re-roll.
Yeah.
And I got a 10 total.
There you go. So you blast up.
I did so well that I'm just going to I'm going to boost one up. Actually, I'm going to boost 2 up to basically... Yeah, I basically increase my flying speed now increases by 10 meters instead of 5 because I'm putting 2 in. Each one's 5. So
you're gonna fly up 10.
I'm like getting the hell out of there. I'm like,
you Superman fly up 10 meters, getting a perfect view of this entire chamber, and you can see more of these tiny scarab forms are crawling up the sides of the the bridge towards your intrepid.
And me being so high, the light's now like beaming down, and it's just like they're everywhere, boys. Wait, no, we're in a cave. Hold up, they're everywhere, boys. Run for your lives.
The other, I'm just gonna take the attacks on the other ones really quick. So on Reeb, your defense is 2. Okay, cool.
That also complicates.
That also complicates. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Because chat helped out with that.
I'm going to not hit Braine, but Reeb, I will do 8 points of damage to you and 9 points of damage to Captain Zedek. You may roll determination. Yeah, I think Reeb, in your case, you're just going to take 1 shock as they sort of are on you, nibbling. Zedek, I think your resilience is 8, so you'll take 1 unless you make a determination check to reduce that to shock. Otherwise,
trying to do that.
I would be happy to make a determination roll for you, considering how rarely I do it.
Sweet. Reeb, you don't have to. You just take the shock because there's no damage that gets through on
3.
you. Okay, so you're good. So you'll just take 2 shock then instead, as like they don't actually bite you, but they manage to get around and sort of. Now the first complication that would be against Captain Zedek. So I'm going to say the same thing in this case, Captain Zedek. You're going to get a free action out of this. What do you want to do?
I am going to continue running across the bridge to the other side, all the while screaming out, "I knew it! The green gangers are putting spiders in the ocean to make the times great!"
All right. right, you rush across the bridge. That is your action. All right, beautiful. So that's Jesus. That's our regular, like, that's the surprise round from the Scarabs. Now, technically, it goes to regular initiative order, so the players, they may choose to go, and either Zedek or Lorn can still go because they just got to act because of the complication. So whoever you guys want to go first can go first.
Can I toast?
You absolutely can go.
All right, I'm going to envelop all of my allies in fire and stop them from being attacked.
So Zedek has run out of the way, so the only person you would envelop in fire would be Braine.
Wait. It's been nice knowing you, Speaker.
Got spiders on you, man. Gotta burn you down.
Please roll ballistic skill, Reeb.
Wait.
As the flamer comes up. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Roll damage for me, and I will apply it.
Can I shift anything over? I can shift one, can't I?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's
so
damage,
you get an extra damage
base dice or mod? No, it's base dice.
Base dice, yeah. As it's just pies of
10. Brilliant.
You're definitely damaging these things. You see several of them like fall down as charred husks dropping. You've done damage to this swarm, but there's so many of them. But yeah, several of them seem to fall. However, Braine, my good friend. So you would be now on fire. I don't think 10 damage actually.
His resilience is 9, so it takes 1 round. So
Yeah. So
are the ones around him dead? Is the question.
Oh, yeah. Like you've destroyed several of them. These things do count as a mob, so your flamer's very effective against them. It's doing a lot of damage, but there's a lot of them here.
Oh, good. I have successfully done more to Braine than any of the enemies we have fought so far.
Also, he is now on fire, which is we are going to learn about the on fire rule. All right, so that's that.
I wish to use my mono knife on Braine.
The swarm of scarabs sort of like recoils back, and that's when you notice several of them break off from the side of the bridge, and you can see that these things fly with fluttering back wings. And so they seem to fly, and as though they were like moving up in a great wave, they try to crash down on you, Reeb. Let's see what they get here. Was a 2 hit you?
Yeah, my defense is 2, I believe.
Yeah. So it does hit you. They descend on you and do just 8 points of damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Someone just did a thing that also complicates. People don't like you today.
I know, apparently.
It's because there's a lot, so it's fine.
So yeah, these flying scarabs, they just descend down on you, and they start like biting. It's more of a nuisance. You'll just take another point of shock as they're just like chomping into you. And then the complication in this case, I'm going to check a thing real quick here, because now that we're into regular initiative rolls, this is going to be a bit different. Our complication for this is going to oh gosh. No. So your flamer causes basically this would normally be fall prone, but what I'm going to say is the complication is your flamer that's washing over them is actually preventing them from getting airborne. So you're the complication is they're clearly trying to move up to reach Lorn as well, but your flamer keeps them essentially on the bridge and in front of you. Yeah. You are suppressive flamethrowering. That's their go. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay, so let's learn about on fire. So you're on fire. At the start of your turn, you take 1d3 mortal wounds.
Can I try to soak these?
No, because they are mortal wounds. Only demons may do that.
That's why. Remember in our test games, I think I had like Wall of Flame, which is so because it sets things on fire and then it does mortal wounds. It's super, and that's why we not using it.
So you
Fire
take
scary.
one mortal wound, Pi, as like your robes are now like combusting and some of your internals are now. You may use your action to throw yourself prone and roll around in an attempt to extinguish the flames with an athletics test.
While surrounded by scarabs?
Yep.
Correct. Alternatively, you may attempt to ignore the flames and take your turn as normal, but you have to make a difficulty 3 willpower test. If you fail, you are hindered. Fire bad. Fire bad.
The scarabs couldn't hurt me. They were all in great fight.
Yes, well, the fire is super effective. What would you like to do?
I am winning.
We will win. We will win. We will win.
Would you like to stop, drop, and roll with all the glory in the world?
I gotta ask.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. You can ask.
Is there an exit plan? Is there like the green light at the end of the tunnel? Is that a way out, or are
that
we
seems to be some kind of doorway? There is like past that little like outcropping. However, like if you want to start running, you're still going to be on fire.
I know.
So for glory, right?
Oh God.
For glory? For glory. It's for glory. 1, 2, 3, 4. For glory.
We going. It's time. I'm gonna act anyway.
For glory.
The fire rises. All right, I'm going to make a willpower test.
Oh God,
what's effective against him, GM?
with for glory?
Glory. Yeah.
I love how you're not using it to actually get the fire off you. This is great. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I have Zedek for that. He'll pat me down.
Jeez. Okay.
Just don't complicate.
Reeb, the man who friendly fired me with a
Literally.
Pie Braine will remember this.
Braine will remember this. All right, roll me the willpower test, Doug.
All right, it should be processing.
Oh, good.
Good.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh, 1.
You want to spin a
glory
wrath?
dice?
You want to spin a wrath on that?
Well, first, it doesn't happen to pass, does it, Tia?
No, you need a 3.
Let's reroll.
Wrath die it is.
Wrath down.
There we go.
That's a more acceptable 6.
You realize that like the flames are hot and hurting you, and you are momentarily like, oh, this is bad. But then you rally yourself, and then what are you doing while you are on fire?
My lungs, or what is my replacement for my lungs, are being superheated by the metal that encapsulates them. This is awful, and I'm mad at Reeb. So I'm going to grab Reeb. And
you're running towards Reeb. Okay.
And I'm going to throw him at the exit to get him out of the path of these goddamn scarabs.
Well, remember, you're both on the bridge, so you haven't even reached the sort of like
you're just throwing me further down the
bridge,
which means I'm going to turn around and flame again.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so I'm sorry.
You guys are like back here on the bridge.
And there's scarabs coming at us from it.
Yeah, up the sides of the bridge, attacking you.
Oh, okay. So I can't throw him to the other end of the bridge.
I mean, you could. You might miss and he might fall into a who knows how deep pit.
Well, I have a lot of concern for the safety of my team members. So
excuse you. They attack many times and do lots of damage. You elected to willpower through the thing, dealing immediate mortal damage to you.
Yes, because I want to be the fucking tank. Okay, fuck you. I don't care. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna with my sword. I'm mad. One of you two has to do something about this.
Okay. Okay. Are you attacking with your sword?
I absolutely am. I need to channel this anger somewhere, and that somewhere is bugs.
Hey, Pie Braine.
Yeah,
Pie Braine.
What?
Remember that complication from earlier that I said would come back? Remember that complication? As you draw your power sword and start swinging it around, it starts to flicker slightly.
Wait a second.
Roll your attack roll.
Wait. I noticed before I got too far.
Just roll the attack roll. I'll let you know what happens.
You're dedicated now, man. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
I'm in it, boys.
You're in it to win it.
Oh my god.
And you rolled terribly.
You rolled like 10.
Please wrath that.
Would you like to spend your second wrath this turn to re-roll that by Braine?
See,
I like that Lorn's already taken it off. That's great.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
So I have. Let's review all the enemies I have in the room. I have the scarabs.
You have Reeb.
I have the fire. I have Reeb.
Your sword now.
My sword is now fighting me. Yes, we'll wrath it.
Yes. Good.
Wrath it.
It's good.
Nice, it's a 9.
Yeah, you can give me an attack roll. Yep. Yeah, give me damage. Give me
I
damage.
get a 2 over.
Yep. Just one
Minimum
actually.
damage.
Just one.
Tarnation.
Oh no, two. Sorry.
You roll
You're right.
minimum damage.
Yeah, 2. That's right. 2 extra damage die.
All right, should be going.
As your power sword slices deftly into the swarm of bugs around you, as you are on fire, your weapon starts just tearing through these. You can tell that you have diminished this swarm by probably over half of its size as you are swinging madly. And that's when like your power sword, after various arcing swings, crackles in shorts. That's the end of that run. I don't have a swarm to go, so who would like to go next? Lorn or Zedek? You're up.
I'll let Zedek go.
I can potentially help out with this.
Oh no. Okay.
No shit.
Hi, are you okay?
No! You idiot!
Hold out your sword. I have an idea.
I'll do it at this point.
No. Oh no. I know
am
exactly
the
what you're
arc
going to do.
Yes.
The sword.
Yes. Yes. You're at the far end of the bridge.
I'll move back towards him. I'll move back towards him. So it's a
I
little
want to
easier.
illustrate this though, because like we have Braine who's on fire on the bridge, slashing through these things. Like 10 meters above, floating like Jesus, is Lorn with the light that's illuminating this room, and then you have like Reeb further back down the bridge, whooshing with a flamethrower, and Zedek just looks up, sees the power sword go out, and then raises the arc pistol to try to. Okay, yeah, sure. What the fuck? I'm a GM. I'm a GM who never lets you do anything. Make the shot. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely.
Shoot him in the brain.
Can I spend glory for this?
You're also going to spend a wrath dice for a narrative declaration
I would be
for this
happy
to even
to.
work.
Also, by the way, Braine, you're now.
I want to take this weapon that's notorious for fucking over mechanical things in the hope that it will restore this mechanical thing. Go ahead. Roll the attack roll.
Yeah. Let's go.
Please, I beg you.
Oh my god.
You want to spend another wrath to reroll
Yeah, you want to use
that
your second wrath here, boss?
Sure, but let me throw on those 2d6 first.
This is 2 rounds.
Okay,
4
2?
wraths.
You failed those as well.
Okay.
Can you wrap
Oh
it?
my god.
Oh my
For
fucking
fuck's
lord.
sake, a 3 is not better.
Like Zedek's like, I'm helping, and shoots, and like at the last second, a scarab just like does a little bite on the side of his arm, and the shot just goes wild down, whooshing past the sword a clear meter away, and then flying by Reeb's head as he's washing these down with fire.
Bugs! Bugs!
You, Lorn, you are witness to this impressive display of camaraderie and teamwork. What are you doing?
I don't think I need to do anything. I feel like
I got an idea for you. Lorn.
I have an idea, but I want to hear what fucking disaster master you got.
Here's the idea I have for you. Well,
Okay.
the art failed to power up my power sword. Maybe you might.
I just want to say straight up right now, Speaker, I can't wait to meet your backup character.
I know. The art of Braine is out of here.
Okay, so
Fuck you guys. If this character dies, my next character is an Ultramarines Primaris Intercessor.
tier 6, just fucking. Okay. So here's what I can do. So by the rules that we now have established with Molten Beam. So
okay.
we're not using a grid, but obviously I'm going to try to explain what the hell I'm doing. So I assume the scarabs are crawling all along the side, correct?
Yeah, and they fly, but the reason they haven't been able to fly up to you is because Reeb is suppressing them with his flame.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm obviously just gonna live because I'm basically Superman at this point. I fly back a little bit, take up a position kind of like behind seeing everyone struggle or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm basically gonna go aim my staff, and like with the tip of the light there's even a hotter light, and I molten beam like a fucking light just down, just carving through like a whole bunch of scarabs in line that's to the right of my allies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
But if I can make a narrative declaration for it, I'm okay to spin a wrath die, which is gonna screw me because I only have one wrath die left. I'm gonna do it in kind of like a U. Like I go to the left, curve it, and go to the right. Like I'm trying to like circle around my allies.
Avoid your allies. Okay.
Yeah. Just
so real quick here. Are you also maintaining the levitation, or are you landing on the bridge?
Yeah, I can maintain that just fine.
Okay, so now you are maintaining 2 powers because you have the light and the levitation. So the difficulty goes up by 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll just not maintain the light. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So the light, you're gonna turn the light out? Okay. Yeah,
I assume the super bright green light illuminates most of the room, correct?
I mean, it does. It gives
everyone's on fire, so they're lighted up anyway.
That's also true. I mean, really, Braine is illuminating the room.
Yeah. In the flames on the ground from the flamethrower lighting things up, so everyone could still see. Okay.
Beautiful. Give me the molten beam. I will allow your U-shaped molten beam as you homelander these.
Yeah. So I have to spin my wrath die. So God, I hope I don't mess up.
Also, remember you have 2.
My
2 wrath dice. Yes.
Make a U-turn with it.
I could still maintain 2 powers just fine.
No. You have the 2 wrath die because of the changing your power. So there's 2 wrath die.
I only have 1. That's only 1 wrath die, not 2.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, sorry, 1 extra. Yeah. That's right. So
all right,
2.
And molten beam. That's it.
God, as it loads. God,
the anticipation. Don't fail me.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go, roll 20. Let's go.
Oh shit! I just realized something that might be a problem that we may have just done to ourselves.
What?
Uh-oh.
I was thinking like fucking scarabs are bullshit. Aren't they supposed to be just repair drones? I was like, wait a fucking second. It's like, yeah, of course they're trying to repair. Because we got something on us that they're trying to fucking repair. God, I hate you.
Well, I don't think
eating the clothes is repairing it.
We'll eventually see what happens with your molten beam.
You want to refresh the thing, and I'll try again.
I'll try to refresh it.
Yeah, roll 20 is being weird today. You know all that build up, and then it's like, oh man, it didn't work, man.
You roll a 1.
It's probably what's going to happen. Oh, there it goes. I rolled a 3.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
That's enough to hit them though, so that's not a failure.
Let's see. What did you get? You got a 3. That will hit. Yes, that will hit.
Yeah. That.
Yes, hitting is good.
I still hit, so it's fine.
Yeah, you can give me
nothing
damage.
went wrong. Yep. So
you're good.
I mean, you know what the damage is. They're I can roll it. It is.
You have to because they have a crap ton of wounds.
Yeah. So
This is one of those things where I've learned how to make you guys suffer. Roll it.
You cannot take any credit for this shit. Most of this is our fault.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Up.
I was like, I told Alpha in the outline for this episode, I'm gonna have some scarabs pop up a bridge. I'm sure these chuckle fucks will make that fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Okay, so one thing, a couple things as we're waiting for Roll20 to figure its life out. Braine, you got 2 your Wrath die back. Chat just gave me 1 of mine back, which I will use that to re-roll the Molten Beam. Zedek, you just got 1 back, and I just got a second 1 back. So I'm going to use that one the person just gave me to do a re-roll of the Molten Beam, if it'll work. Okay, I'm just going to just physically roll the darn things.
Okay, so I'm going to try
4, 5, 6, 7.
Because it's being a pain.
So 5, 6, 7. So basically, I get 1, 2... just 2 more. So 3, 4, 5.
Oh my God.
Molten Beam went out. That is now 18 damage. And with the party's permission, so I can kill as many of these as possible, can I use the rest of the glory to roll for additional damage?
Yes.
Take them.
Yes.
So,
I've reset the API script, so hopefully.
Yeah, so I'm just going to roll the 4 here. So that is 1, 2, 3 more damage, I think.
21.
Well,
so 21 damage total as you just see me just rise up and just be like, behold the wizard. And it's just...
And your Molten Beam starts scything through them as you make it also do a line around your allies. And you manage to cut down just enough of them that it seems the last few sort of dregs retreat back down into the pit while their flaming corpses are falling down around. I'll have you know you defeated them by 2 wounds. Well played. But the group just entirely seems to like retreat back down the hole. And as you just hear the sudden like flames that are still crackling on Pi, that seems to be the only sound. And probably, I don't know if Pi's screaming or something. So that ends the first round of combat. Well, we now technically are still in combat time because Pi is on fire. Who would like to go first in the fire, the combat round against the fire?
Who's fucking closest to him?
Reeb and Lorn. Zedek has moved up, but is still farther away because he was shooting with the pistol.
Can I Medicae him through the fire?
I will allow you a Medicae check in the place of the other check to try to suppress the fire. Yes,
I'm trying to fix him while he's on. The light is helpful. I need it.
I light something else on fire. You move.
Please roll me the Medicae check, and we should see.
All right, let me take a look here.
I believe that you can do this.
You believe that I can roll a 4?
A four is good enough. You managed.
Hey, no, fuck that. I'm re-rolling that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wrath die.
Do it up.
There's a 9.
There we go.
You managed to completely suppress it, and I will even let you restore the 1 wound to Pi as part of that.
Yeah.
See, so
I had to do something about that.
And suddenly the room is deathly silent again.
No, it is not.
Fair. I mean, aside from you, aside from whatever screaming Pi is about to go on. Please regale us, Pi Braine.
Reeb! Do not!
You grab him by the shoulders.
Do that to me again!
You were doing fine. It's all right.
Have you ever had your lungs boiled?
Yes, actually.
Well, then you should know it's not pleasant when they're in a cast iron casing.
Reeb's like closing his eyes while the sound is blasting him. Like the guy sitting in the chair with Ride of the Valkyries playing in the background.
Yes, and all of your like clothing is all sort of like torn up and bitten apart in places by the chomping mouths of those little scarabs. So all of your clothing, especially Pi's, which is like charred in many places and has like just black splotches from fire on it.
The next time we are in a situation like this, I would kindly ask you to please point that thing towards the enemy.
I did, in case...
Okay, the enemy that is not on me!
You needed support. I was giving support. I figured being on fire was a damn sight better than being chewed to death.
I am an unstoppable juggernaut of mechanical might. 2 spiders cannot kill me.
Then why are you scared of fire?
Because it's hot.
Zedek will walk up to Pi and just kind of pat off the soot on his tattered and burned robes and say, Pi, you were brave. You did a good job.
Thank you. You're right. I did. And by the way, no more of that brave warrior thing. I'm going to make a tactical move. Oh, you call me a coward. I'm going to make a tactical move. Oh, you set me on fire. From here on out, it's just running forward and smacking things.
Yes, we wanted you to look. Braine, I will concede that perhaps it was not an advised tactical decision, but you asked me to be the wingman, and I made you hot.
Oh my god.
That is technically correct.
We're moving on. I flip forward.
Lorn, you like trudge up to the end of the bridge, go up the stairs, and you see this base camp where it looks like there was very clearly some sort of like sleeping cot set up. There appears to be knocked over equipment. There's the remains of a Vox tower that looks as though half of it has been chewed apart, and then sort of nestled between the Vox tower and one of those pyramid-like protrusions from the ground is another case that looks like the 2 previous you have seen that control the sort of row hecta data logs, which is again clutched around by a servitor. And as you approach, the servitor's nameplate reads Robert Moser, and it just clutches onto this box, though this servitor has clearly been rendered entirely apart, just down to the mechanical components, almost like a mechanical skeleton holding onto it.
I yell back, I have another one of those logs. We kind of...
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm over the fire thing now.
What I'm going to do is, before I go up to those logs, there were a lot of dead scarabs. Can I find 2 on the ground?
Yeah. So as you go to basically grab the scarabs, when you touch one, it just dissolves into like chalk in your hand.
They're too hot. They've been overcooked.
What about one of the ones that I cut into 2?
Like any of them, as soon as you interact with them, they just seem to dissolve.
Fascinating. I will grab some samples of the dust.
Snort it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that.
Oh.
I know. You can.
Hurry up.
Okay.
And after gathering some samples of the dust, I will head up to the recording and I will attempt to see what happened here.
Yeah, you may press the button.
It please to be done.
Okay, I pressed the button.
This is Row Hector. After entering one of the larger chambers, I discovered a seemingly bottomless void spanned by bridges. This area also seems to play tricks on our Auspex units, which report radical depth analysis from the pit. It also appears that our mobile Vox units have become unreliable this deep into the complex. I am having Beta 4R establish a perimeter camp, and then I am sending him and half the unit back to the surface outpost to report. I shall stay behind to continue my research here with the remaining Skitari. This is Junior Magos Ro Hector, ending report. Blessings to the Omnisire and Lemuria.
At this point, I think we're going to take our break.
Alrighty.
Yes.
All right, we'll be back chat in a moment. Thank you all so much for sticking with us. We'll be right back as we stretch our legs and take a quick break.
It's imperative you watch it, Hulky. I mean, it's like a cornerstone of the internet. You gotta watch How to Grapefruit Yo Mang.
Yeah,
It's an important video.
It's an important sound as well. You have to learn how to do it. So
It'll give you tinnitus.
So I'll be announcing my departure from the WarHams cast.
Just because I wouldn't watch the video, come on, you're being unreasonable. I'm not watching it. It's not. I don't like it. It hurts my ears. I'm sick of it. I'm being bullied here. I can't.
Door's right there, Hulky. We got like 1 million people we could get to replace you.
That's fine.
They will all be willing to watch it.
Goodbye. Welcome back to our new playerless adventure.
Play the game by yourself, nerd, and just leave.
Yeah.
Right, we are back.
We are back.
Playing
We are
this by
back.
himself, being like,
So,
oh shit.
I was just going to say, so as we get back to everything, our group has just found this small base camp that has been completely ransacked. Up ahead, past this base campsite, there seems to be an opening with sort of this green glow coming from it, and past it, you can see that the refined sort of obsidian stone that covers this area disappears again, and past it is another sort of expansive cavern network. You can see various tracks that are quite evident in the dirt as you look past. So you can see it seems to go on from this chamber as though connecting to something out. What are we all doing?
Well, this is very interesting. But to work.
Then I'm going to try to fix my power sword.
Yeah, give me a tech check.
I don't know.
As you're like hitting it and trying to get it to react.
Let's see how it goes.
I'm gonna pump 2 glory into this.
Okay. You can spend more just in case if you need it.
Boom beat.
We'll be
Let
good.
us see what happens. Let us boom beat.
Let us see what happens.
So, but before anything,
Yes.
so Braine,
Yes.
you want to know the unfortunate part about this?
Oh yes.
Chat has deemed it with their contributions to make that a complication.
You did what?
Would you like to know what the complication is?
That 7 tech check, unfortunately, has to
Is
be
he
a
on fire?
complication.
Would you like to know what the complication is?
You can blame the individual Grimston.
I'll tell you later.
You I can hell no. Okay. Well, let's keep going. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
As you continue on, just past the sort of doorway leading back into the cavern system, you see more scattered sort of detritus on the ground. It looks like the remains of a boot. There's some tattered red cloth with blue stripes that looks almost similar to the style of robes that Braine has. You also see embedded in the wall, having seen some of this before, are 3 immense craters, and on the ground, Pi, you would recognize these, are 3 bolt shells from a bolter.
Intriguing. I will examine them. Perhaps there will be some evidence of whence they came from. I don't know.
You don't have to give me any kind of check for this. You start examining, and when you do, you get a sense of the area. It looks like there was some kind of engagement here, probably against more of those tiny Xenos forms you just encountered, those mechanical scarabs. However, one thing you do note is another data pad that's sort of nestled by the boot and with 2 of the casings beside it. This one looks like it was dropped face down, so it didn't have any of that glow. It wasn't noticeable. Quite possible it was just dropped.
Wait. Lemuria does not often utilize bolt weapons. This must belong to the Fuckerby.
Fuckerby.
And as you say that, we cut to Lorn's face saying Fuckerby, and then you pick up the data pad and turn it over to see the text sort of glowing at you.
What does the annoying man have to say to me?
The Megos has clearly lost his faculties. He seems to think it's a good idea to go deeper into the cave system. Were it not for the importance of this mission, I, Slayer Burgo de Fuckerby, 24th of my name, would have given up hours ago. I am simply at wit's end with my companions. One seeks to burn everything in her path, while the aspiring angel of death keeps referring to me as Bub. Hopefully this little sojourn will come to a quick end when we find the errant Megos.
It seems as though we have quite an eclectic assortment of people we must kill. I'm not looking forward to it. A person with a flamethrower and a aspiring Astartes. Do you practice to become a space marine?
Possibly as a scout.
Intriguing. I should hope we can simply convince them to betray their stupid idiot man who controls them. But he beat us to the punch. We must be quick about it.
And one of them seems to prefer lighting things on fire, so perhaps at the end of the day I could just light you on fire again and convince her of our intention.
Yeah, well, perhaps I could throw you off the bridge and we'll see what happens there, but I don't think...
Precisely my point.
Does anyone have survival?
I have some.
It's a
Yeah, if you got survival, give me a check. Yes,
I actually
Lord.
think I do. Let me see if I messed that up.
Something
I
that's not
actually-
psychic mastery.
Let me
Willpower,
check.
So we'd have it as like default.
Yeah, it's willpower. So I have like a 6.
Yeah. You guys can give me a check for it if you want to.
I got a glory.
Nice.
Got a 5
glory.
total.
I get a 2.
Okay. Reeb, you're able to somewhat help Lorn out, but Lorn, you definitely see tracks that are moving through some of this. Area.
Get down.
And they are
tracks.
Yeah.
What do you smell, boy?
Tracks. They're going this way.
All right, go get them. Get an orb and go get them.
It's crawling.
As you're like on 3 limbs with one arm holding up your lit staff. Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's not lit anymore, but
that's right.
it's
Would
going.
the cave
It's lit up,
system's
right?
dark. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll light it again.
Yeah.
Because you want me to complicate.
I mean, sure. That's fine. I'll make you make.
Okay.
Another
We'll do the. We'll just do the smite roll because I haven't added it on yet.
Yeah, that's right.
And
you're good. Oh,
okay.
9. This time it's like this immense torch, even more powerful than before, and you start just like rushing down through these tunnels. All the way, your companions are following you, and each of you start seeing more like scattered signs of battle, more sort of torn cloth. You make your way further and further in, taking these winding turns as Lorn is leading you, like this dog, this wolf, towards a destination. And finally, you come across a shattered servo skull that looks as though it flew into the side of a stalactite based on its placement. Its skull cracked open, and underneath it, in 2 manipulator arms, is another one of those hololithic boxes.
As I get up to it, I was like, I found it. And imagine, I don't know if you ever saw like Team Fortress like Gmod videos where I just slither all around, all around it, and I stop and I found it.
There you know.
I will open it and press the button.
Yeah. It
Press the button to play it, and
yeah.
This is Hector. After a week, I was forced to abandon the campsite. Strange Xenos forms attacked the site, bursting out from the walls of the depthless pit. They swarmed from the pit and overwhelmed half of the Skitari before we managed a retreat. I lost the others in the tunnels nearby. All specs have stopped working. I can't tell where I am. I think I'm close to something. I hear something. Something screaming out. This is... Oh, Hector. Blessings. Why is it screaming?
Oh.
well then. Ah.
I don't think these mechanical creatures are supposed to scream, are they?
If they are Xenos forms, there is no end to their depravity. We must be prepared for anything.
The tracks continue on from here, Lorn.
They're that way.
Stay behind me, gentlemen. Lorn, you can stay slightly in front of me.
No, I'd stay slightly behind you.
Okay, fine, then point where I'm going.
That way.
All right, and I'm going to lead the way.
You continue on. Eventually, the cavernous area ends, and you come to another immense cyclopean chamber. This one, the walls almost seem aflame with green light as two bridges span this chasm to the left and right, with another depthless pit in between them. Further up ahead is a massive rectangular arched doorway that is inscribed with hieroglyphics on its side that seems to go further into the complex. As you step into this room, like all the sounds of your footfalls deaden as you touch some of the obsidian stone here.
Begin to move forward. Light shining.
Proceeding.
This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Just slowly. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
Probably shouldn't be talking that loud in here if we don't want to attract.
Mine. I'm gonna let it shine.
Can I...
Lauren, please stop. I'll give you a pudding pop. I'll give you a pudding pop.
This little light of mine.
Good.
I'm gonna let it shine.
You begin crossing the bridge.
Hey, GM.
Yes.
Can I roll an investigation to scan the surroundings for any particular signs of non-green activity?
Absolutely. I will
All right,
totally.
because I want
allow
to see
that.
if I can find any other hints of something. I rolled a 4.
4. Yeah, with a 4, what you're able to tell is the light seems to be coming from these slits in the ground, sort of beaming out from some technological apparatus you can't see. But as you start getting close, you see the walls. That's when you realize the walls are coated in these thin veneer of more of these scarabs. And in fact, the walls here are entirely made up of moving scarabs, as though the walls just undulate with their movements as they slowly clamber over one another. They
I'm
don't
gonna
seem
take
to
the-
react to you, but they just move.
Light of
I'm going
mine.
to take the rock from my bag and I'm going to throw it on the ground.
A moment later, the wall seems to like running water. A swarm of several dozen of these little scarab forms come off and skitter towards the rock on the floor and grab it. And like a little errant pool, they sort of move back the way you entered, clutching the rock.
Gentlemen, please dump the rocks.
But hold on, they only reacted once you threw it on the floor. Maybe we can still leave with our bounty in tow.
Let's discuss that when we are actually leaving.
Let's just pick up the rocks when we're leaving, not going in with the rocks. There's still more out there.
I like my rock.
I'm going to take my rock and drop it.
And the same thing, the wall just leaks scarabs, which come and pick it up and then chitter off away towards the entrance.
Zedek, whatever you may have absconded with, also please empty your bag.
Zedek shifts his eyes to the side very rapidly, but sees the party is not going to let him leave it without an empty hand, and fine, and tosses the little obelisk out.
And they come by and clutch it and again scamper off.
Let's keep going.
Nothing has even happened to make you go insane yet.
I will fucking keep boat you. You understand me?
You continue walking forward, eventually reaching the doorway at the end of this chamber. Past it, you see more rocks. What you notice is the connecting chamber seems to have suffered some immense collapse. The adjoining chamber has rocks that have fallen from the ceiling, smattering down, creating all sorts of debris. The walls here also seem to no longer be visible. There's none of the black stone, the obsidian, the glowing green. Instead, it's just dull brownish rocks all around. However, what you do notice is up ahead, towering at the opposite end of the room, is an immense ziggurat-like structure that rises up from the ground, probably some 7 by 7 meters layered up, on top of which is this glowing, fractured green crystal that almost floats in the air, suspended. As you step into the room, the ground here, you see has that same sort of dark metal feel, like this dark obsidian, but sections of it appear to have been ripped back, revealing like strange conduits and cabling with green energy pulsing through. You enter into the chamber. What do you do?
Reeb,
There are no exits aside from the way you came in.
Reeb, do your history books tell you anything about whatever that is? Because I gotta tell you, I don't get a good vibe from that at all.
You need to realize that as an Odoxenos acolyte, I'm not very well informed about these kinds of things. Do you have any idea how many Xenos build large monolithic structures with strange shapes to them?
No.
No.
Let me think. Reeb's going to put a finger up to his forehead and just kind of like rub it slightly, trying to recall.
Absolutely.
Anything with a 5 and a glory?
A 5 will not give you anything on this. You attempt to think. You gain the glory from more your concerns of what you're seeing, but you don't have any idea what kind of foul Xenos would create this particular thing.
I haven't the faintest.
I have seen many battlefields, and I have studied Lemurian technology. Might I attempt to make a tech check to understand what we're looking at?
Are you going to get close to this thing?
Yes, I have no fear.
Okay, absolutely. Is anyone going with Reeb? Like basically, this is a pretty large chamber that you're entering. From where you entered, you're about. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm staying with the group as we go forward.
Okay, you're about like 15 meters. So are you just all going to walk up together towards this pyramid?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get within a meter of the base. Pi, you could tell that the way that this thing is steeped, you could probably climb up it if you want to.
I love climbing. I'll do it.
Give me an athletics check.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, sure. Let's see how this goes.
Don't fuck it.
I'll try really hard.
Oh,
Okay,
6.
yeah, 6. A 6 is perfect. So the three of you that are not Pi, you kind of remain as Pi. It's like, I'm going to look at this, and begins climbing up. You find yourself climbing up towards that floating crystal near the apex. The remaining 3 of you are sort of at the base looking around. Pi, as you climb up, give me a tech check.
All right. I am going to be dumping all of our glory into this with the permission of the gang.
Go ahead.
Do it. You need it.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, here we go.
For Lemuria.
Ooh, well, that's going to be a wrath reroll for me there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
11.
All right.
Go.
That's better.
So you come up and you see this fragmented crystal that sort of floats in the air. You understand that technology like this, alien technology, is very, very different to the holy mechanicum and that with the will of the Omnissiah. So as you're looking at this, you tell that whilst many different species have heretical ways of interfacing with their technologies, you know that some are based on touch and like mental impulse, like MRU. So you get the sense that to do any sort of activation or get any sense of opening this or understanding more about it, you need to touch it. So you go and you reach your hand out.
I sure do.
Press it on the side of the crystal just to get a sense of what the substance is, to analyze it. And as you do, you take a step to the side as this entire immense pyramid splits into 4 distinct segments. One to the northeast, southeast, like basically like the 4 cardinal directions. It splits open and begins to slightly turn, reorienting itself in the chamber. And the cracked crystal lowers down into the center, and like you're standing on top of this thing, and there's crackling energy that spikes in towards the crystal that's floating there. And as this immense ziggurat pyramidical structure opens into these 4 segments, the shattered crystal moves to its heart where it floats, and you get the sense as though something's broken out of this crystal, like the way it's shattered. But when it finally finishes opening, there's just the sounds of the sort of electrical arcs inside it, and then you hear this like sound of something falling, like, and hitting the metal floor below. And you hear tuk, 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 tuk. Braine, you don't notice it, but Lorn, Zedek, and Reeb, you see as this immense thing has opened up in front of you and crackling with strange energies. As it split open, something was inside it and fell out. And what fell out onto the floor is a small metal cube, handheld, something you could easily just pick up in your hand.
I grab it.
Noise.
Who grabs it?
Wait. Lorn immediately points to it and goes woo 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 woo, and I phantom grip it.
Okay.
As we wait for the roll. Just say,
to
say that things happen and things occur.
Absolutely.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we'll just do 2 of these. 1, 2.
Sure.
Just
Buckle
do
my
that.
shoe. I see it there. Oh, you grab it. You grab it. No problem.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
There's the thing. Yeah.
Well, we'll take that one.
With an 8, you grab it. It flies into your hands, though. As it like,
no, I'm not touching it. I ain't touching that shit.
What are you doing with it then?
To hover, I'm just holding it up.
Okay, yeah, it picks up and floats in the air, sort of moving it like just like a floating display. As it floats in the air, though, Lorn, your nose again starts to bleed just a bit.
It's not good. It's not good, boys.
Lorn, move aside and bring the thing closer to me, please.
Yeah, I hover it to him.
Just as long as he's not like near the thing.
I'm also going to approach this cube. At this point, I assume I know what's going on.
I think you like slide down the side of the pyramid to regroup with your allies, and you kind of all sort of move off away from like this pyramidical structure that's floating, kind of forming a little square together as you're all beside one another with the cube sort of floating.
Be cautious, Reeb. If it is technology, it may be best if I examine it.
I'm going to make sure that it is not... Well, given the fact that I don't feel like I'm necessarily burning up, it is safe to assume it is not radioactive, which is a first and foremost.
It is not safe to assume, but go on.
Well, you know. I'm going to pull out my mono knife, which I use as a scalpel, I guess, and I'm just going to rotate it using my knife. Can I see any... Is there anything on this little weird cuboid die thing?
It is a pure silver cube. Perfect, like a cut of metal.
There's nothing else on it, like nothing on the faces?
No.
Tapping it with my knife, is it solid?
As soon as you tap it, the cube stops with enough force from its movement that you kind of have to move your hand back, and it stops mid-air. Lorn, you feel your psychic power immediately be cut off. And another nosebleed begins to come down.
No, not the other nostril.
And then, as though it was like an object in 3 dimensions, it shifts to almost 2D as it unfolds itself, like how you would make a cube out of paper. It unfolds to become the flat paper with the sort of 3 bottom and then like upper top, and then a wave of corpses flies out and surrounds you. And from this cube, perhaps 24 Skitarii bodies litter the floor around you in red robes. They've been tattered, broken apart, cut. All of these bodies land and tumble. Clearly the retinue of Ro Hecta that has been just thrown out of this cube, and then something else flies out and heads straight towards the entrance of the cavern you came in, where it like immediately ends and turns and looks at you as you stand in this sea of Skitarii corpses around you. And what it looks like is this immense mechanical creature that has similarities to a spider, though for some reason it has a fin on its back that's been crudely adhered with some sort of duct tape adhesive, and these various limbs move up and down as its head plate looks at you with green and red eyes. And it seems to like jitter and move as you're all in a morass of Skitarii corpses. All right, who wants to go first? We're in combat.
So first and light Braine on fire. All right. No, yeah, definitely. I think Alpha Strike should go first. So Lorn.
First volley, 3 glory, going right in, boys.
Absolutely.
Just chuck, go, and just immediately molten beam.
Sure.
And now you're going to miss.
Yeah,
let's see what happens here, friends.
Yeah, and actually, I don't need the 3 dice on the thing. Fuck, the core was supposed to go to. No, whatever. I did it first, so it goes to activate.
Okay. So you raise your hands up.
Yeah, I want to use the glory dice to do damage. That's what I want to do. I did 3 for no good reason. For some reason, obviously, roll 20 is going weird, so we're gonna do a quick ol'. So basically, 1, 2, and then doop. So that's going to be. I got a last one's a 6, so that's fine. The other one's a 4, so it's like.
It's like 6, I think, in total.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's that. I'm going to spin a wrath die and re-roll the failed ones. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to roll now to get that. So 1, 2. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to hit it. So I assume I hit it.
Can you mark me down a rune point?
It's like, I mean, I still gotta do all the damage first, but yeah.
Oh, no. Mark me down a rune point.
Got you a rune point?
As it rears back as you raise your hand, and you see underneath its body, it has these prisms that start to glow underneath it.
Oh.
And let's see how many I get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am just 1 shy of the prize of denying the witch on you.
I feel rather gloomy seeing those prisms.
Yes.
So everything goes.
So your beam goes out and strikes it, though again, you just feel this wave go over you as like you feel weakened by this. And please roll the damage for me. So it's You can just roll it normally. I know what it is. Okay, cool. So 18.
Yeah.
Perfect.
My 2
solid
glory
AP
didn't
as
come in.
well.
So wait, does the glory just
okay.
automatically apply it or no? Do I have to roll it?
You have to roll it. It's extra damage.
Okay. I added
Oh, sorry,
them in
no, it's
there.
extra damage. It's just flat extra damage. My apologies. So it's 2 extra.
Yeah.
So it would be
20.
Okay, yeah. You take this immense blast, which strikes into it, sears through it. It's kind of hurt. Like you've ripped off some of its backplating with this blast.
Yeah.
It
But I want to
begins moving its legs.
I want to dedicate. I don't know what's his defense is. I have to go to his defense. I want to take the the dice that I rolled and establish it more on the damage.
Okay.
Let's say just because I roll a bunch of. Let's just say I just put 3 up for just 3 more damage.
Yeah. So with its defense, you can get checking here. Yeah, you can get 3 more. Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So all of that just. And that thing is just
sear
tough.
across its back, and its hull has this immense like gash that's molten and searing, but it's still up. And it goes now.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
I'm spending a glory.
good.
Glory has now been spent.
Can you mark me down another rune point?
Sure can. Boop.
So I may go first.
Wait, spend another glory.
Okay. Boop. Glory spent.
All right, you may go.
Not one step further, abominable intelligence!
And I am going to move my fat mechanical ass and
I believe in
charge this creature.
Okay.
With my token for some reason.
I believe in you, Pie. Go, my piscatari. Go, my brave little toaster.
For Lemuria!
And I will do what must be done.
Can't miss.
I believe in you.
All right.
And do you not believe in your
Let's see what
friends?
Swinging with my power sword with
All of my might!
Swing it. Swing it.
I believe in you.
No big pressure, no big pressure or anything. You just go whatever you want.
Swing.
Go whatever you want.
Rush and swing. I'm going to
Swing, I'm
swing.
really going. It's going.
Swing.
Gonna hit him with that big sword. Better make it hit. Better make it hurt. Better kill it in one shot.
Kill him in one shot. All right, it's time to just roll dice, I guess, instead. All right, cool. We'll do that right now. Okay.
Waiting.
There we go.
That's wrong dice. Not the right system.
Wrong game.
I'm sorry.
Keep rolling d10s. It's cheating. All right. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Mark, I think
6,
you only
7, 8,
fought
9,
one of
10,
them.
11, 12, 13 total.
You can shift 3.
Presumably.
Yes, you can. You can shift 3.
All right. Let's shift 3 then.
The
Shall we?
power roll.
Yeah. So you go in chat. We can't do anything about.
Nice. 7. You take
P3.
yes with AP3, which is amazing on this thing. You skewer it underneath the weapon coming up, and it cleaves through a bunch of it. You hear the popping of these like internal circuits, and it just pops out the other side. It is incredibly poor looking, but it's still standing.
Oh, don't tell me now.
So is anyone else going to try to interrupt and go, or is it?
We got 3 glory in the pot, boys.
Sure, you do. Captain Zedek or Reeb.
I don't have a whole lot. I'm gonna wait for a moment.
Are you gonna? I mean, you can either
Zedek?
go and set it on, or him and me on fire, or I can go and try my thing.
My weapon's not gonna pet it. I think not very easily.
Well, if there's a bunch of Skitarii on the ground, maybe they have like an arc rifle with them.
I'll look after something else goes.
So Zedek's the only one who would have to go on this.
Are you wanting to interrupt Zedek?
I would like to
use that
interrupt.
glory. Absolutely.
Okay.
Glory down.
2 left.
Gets Actually, I'm not gonna be super brave yet, but I'm still gonna move up. Take a
But
big
to help
old
with
shot
confusing
back.
for chat, one, that thing should have denied the witch me, but failed, so my thing went through. And in Discord does garble because when we talk all at the same time, it's gonna do that. So that's just how technology works. So
Sorry.
yeah, we can't help that. Like we can't fix Discord. Anyway, continue on.
I would like to aim at the
Okay,
two
absolutely. Yeah. Aim and
so
shoot.
I'll get a bonus die to my attack roll.
I've
and
reset the API, so maybe it'll be faster. We will see.
Let's find out.
If not, roll manually.
We're getting there.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, this is so annoying.
This
but-
is why
okay.
I want to switch to Foundry, but no one made Wrath and Glory for that thing.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. All right, roll them bones regularly, please, Mr. Zedek. Captain Zedek, even.
It'll be a ballistic skill.
Ballistic skill with a bonus dice.
Ballistic skill funny moment.
The rare times that I actually have to memorize. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay,
And-
now we're gonna
wow, that misses.
reroll that one.
Misses. Yeah,
What the
totally.
Fuck.
Yeah, I like that. Oh,
Yeah,
a complication. Woo, 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 woo.
Wait, is that him firing again, or is that just the failed one that didn't go through?
No, that's him firing again. I think so, right? Or did you click it twice, Zedek?
I
Uh,
clicked it twice. Just take
No,
the
that was
first
No,
one.
no,
reroll
it's
on it.
no. It's the reroll. It's the reroll because
Oh,
it has
okay, I see.
yeah. Okay. Sweet. So that's cool. So you go, you raise up your pistol. You actually still miss.
I figured.
Which is not good. And you unload with your weapon. It goes.
Don't tell me it hits his sword now.
Don't give him ideas.
It's a good idea.
You're welcome.
And it hits. I'm going to say it. It does. It in this situation, it hits the power sword.
Because you have that complication that was banked.
Oh, I do have that complication that was banked. Don't worry, I remember that one too. So
No,
suddenly
this is it. This is it. This is the thing
Yep.
for it.
Yep. And now it's going to go. First of all, as the arc hits Pie Braine's power sword that's embedded in this thing's chest, Pie Braine pulls the sword out. It's still crackling with arc energy. I'm going to spend a rune point. If you can mark me down.
Okay. You have one left.
I do. As it opens up its chest and begins spewing forth a swarm of scarabs.
Oh, no.
Oh, I know how to fix that.
It does that, which is a thing. But then the Chungurian like looks down at you, Reeb, and you can tell what it's doing is it's raising back and slashing down with these immense claws it has in front of it. It is going to hopefully make a attack roll. If not, I'll just roll it myself. Let's see.
Let's go, roll 20. Let's go.
Burp, burp. I believe. There we go. Does 4 hit you?
Nope.
Nope.
I parry it because I have 4 defense, 1 extra with my power sword and melee.
What rings you got?
What ring you got?
Oh. Okay, cool.
But hey, guess what I can do?
Huh. You can hit it back. Yeah, you can hit it back. That's cool. Go ahead.
Counter attack.
Let us cleanse these vile streets.
Do it.
Let's go. Not complication though.
And you
But I do
complicated.
get 5 successes.
You will hit it. You can't shift anything. You will hit it. You can roll me base damage on it, and then your power sword sputters out, completely dead.
Thank God. All right.
Oh, sorry, it had a 2 to hit you. My apologies.
Nice. All right, so let's.
Or actually, your DM goes.
Whatever it wants to roll, it can do that when it different.
You can just roll the damage
Feels
dice
like-
and tell me. It's going to get the hurt, which isn't good, but that's okay.
We suppose.
Perfect complications.
Ow! I will take the damage when you roll it, unless you spike it. And then for the
Oh shit! Yeah, I can spike it, can't I?
Yeah. But that's fine. You can roll it and then just let me know what.
Okay,
what
I'll,
you get. But it's going to take its second action because it was multi-acting. And as it does that, its mouth opens up and it unleashes a beam of particulate matter that shoots out from its tiny mouth towards one Lorn.
No. Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Someone just contributed to make that a complication.
For me
attack.
or
yes, for you.
Or for the okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I don't think a 1 hits you, does it?
Wow,
No.
what a shot!
No.
Hit with something.
Wait, no,
that's
my
just
defense.
ballistic skill.
My defense is technically 1, so does matching means it wins, or do I?
Yes, it does.
So
Yeah, it
everything
hits you.
can hit me. So everything's going to automatically hit me. So I.
Well, no, I mean, I could have not rolled a 5 on those 4 dice, but that's okay. It does.
No,
hit
I mean,
you.
like it's in like it's nearly impossible. So yeah,
oh
I get
yeah,
it.
You have to roll a 0 to not hit him.
Yeah.
Correct. Which I mean can happen on d6s. Let me see here. Its mouth opens and it hits you for 12 points of damage.
All right, I'm down, boys.
Oh god.
He's dead again.
Yeah, so much to where it goes over half of what I got.
Okay, cool. So that's gonna matter.
Your determination that a little bit.
I can't.
Well, you can roll determination.
I can roll like 2. It's still taking me out.
Roll it. Why is it every time? You gotta try, man.
I cannot. I am down. I can't go even if I'm
Zoran,
less
it means I
down.
have to heal you less if it works.
Yeah. Heart of the cards.
You don't kill me from the
believes the
negatives
RNG.
and higher. You just heal me and then I go up.
More sense for him to not try to lose shock, because he's.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's fair. That's fair. Because what's going to happen now is,
By the way, just point of order, it takes 14 damage from the power sword AP3.
oh, okay, cool. It's okay. Got
Finally
it.
went through.
Yay! It looks pretty beat up. Who would like to go next?
See, this is what I was waiting for. I roll to use a flamethrower on Lorn. No, I'm medicating him.
Purge this wretched body, daddy.
I can't even do a fucking multi-action. I just need to make sure he doesn't explode and die.
Yes.
What do we got? We got 2 glory, and I have 1 wrath remaining.
Mhm.
So I will just roll Medicaid. No, why don't I even click the button? Why am I even...
the button's just not working right now, and I don't know why. Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, you got like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
9.
8, 9.
Does that complicate?
No, because
no,
the
you
last
got
dice
2 there.
is a 2, so you're good.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Ignore that roll. You got the first one, so that's good. So you will heal him back up, which is fine.
He's at 0 now.
Yes. Also, cool.
Yeah.
Lorn, can you roll me a d6?
Sure. And whoop, I got a 5.
Cool. You from that blast that hit you, you now develop a twitch. I will allow you to work that into your character however you would like. So it goes back to me. I'm gonna have the scarabs go right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just going to move underneath and start fixing up the Papa Spider.
It's not allowed. They can't do that. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry, they just did. And
well, fuck you.
Papa Spider's getting a little swole again as all these little scarabs start moving over it
Burn
and
it.
like using
Burn it.
welding things and
Just burn it while it's there.
You can see that this immense spider now has all of these scarabs. It's like spat out, moving over it and like sealing some of the damages. But that brings us back to you guys at the start of your action. What would you like to do?
Can I take it and heal Lorn again?
Absolutely. You
Okay,
can
so-
spend another.
Just so we can learn the Wrath and Glory thing. I don't think we actually went through this. Do I just go continuously negative and he has to heal through the negative, or any healing?
No. Any healing, you're just back up.
Okay, because he's healed me before, so I'm already now back up, right?
Yeah, because he got a 9 last round, so
I would be healed like 2 or 3 wounds, right?
Yeah, so he restores 1 wound for successful 3, and then you can restore
4
more. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, because if you get shot again, I want to make sure you don't become chunky salsa.
Oh, if anything shoots me, I'm dead. So you can't really, as long as I'm alive.
You restore 4 total. Okay.
Okay. Let me.
But who wants to go first?
Let me make sure that this is understood. I'm wanting to make sure you don't actually physically pass away. I'm trying to make sure you at least go unconscious when you get shot.
It's fair, because if I double your wounds, you die.
You die?
You die.
Wounds total or current wounds?
Total.
Okay.
Hey, Zedek.
Yeah.
I'll trade you my plasma gun for your power sword.
So can I go first and heal him just to make sure in case it shoots him again?
You can go.
He doesn't pass away from natural causes.
That's a good idea.
So the only way for that thing to kill me is if that damages me more than a 4, or if it's 14 or higher.
I'm gonna
every time
use my left breath.
Yeah, so every time it hits me, like it cannot kill me if it rolls lower than that. I'll always be brought back if you heal me again.
Unless I spike damage real high.
Yeah, he would have to hit me with a 14 damage or higher directly onto me to kill me. So no matter how much you heal me, or even if I had 1 hit point, he cannot. It's not like what my current is, what my max is.
Ooh, that's much better.
You don't need to anymore, because I'm going to get hit no matter what and die, or go down no matter what, or go unconscious no matter what, because he does so much damage.
You will heal him for 3 though with that.
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
I will go
because I'm explaining that no matter what you do, you cannot stop it.
I'm trying to stop you from dying.
No, you cannot stop that. There's nothing you physically can do to stop it. Like, I have my hit point total, which is 7. You cannot make that go higher. So if he rolls a 14 on damage or higher, I die. No matter how much you heal me, you cannot stop that result.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
I'll discuss it later, because we're going to get stuck on this. Let's move forward.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure you understand. Say, like, don't worry about healing me.
I understand how it works. I'm not sure you're understanding what I'm getting at, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
because no matter what, I'll go unconscious.
I will go with the spider. And
I would like to spend the glory to not let you go.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
And instead, Captain Zedek is going to move up and toss his power sword to Braine.
Make a throwing attack at Pi.
Yeah, you have to make a ballistic skill.
You probably have enough movement to just...
and you stab him through the back.
Wait, you probably have enough movement to just hand it to him.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
I also wanted to shoot, but let's fucking...
You can still shoot there.
Hey, Zedek, while you're here, grab my plasma gun.
I take Braine's plasma gun.
Cool.
All right. I would also like to shoot.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to hit him with the arc gun. And it's not a named shot, so I'm going to take off that damage number.
It's going to also take a penalty because you're multi-acting. So that's
true.
Yep.
Okay, here you go. But it's okay, because it's not actually going to roll, so I'm just going to roll 6 until it actually pops up.
Yes, good.
Just waiting.
It's good.
I need
waiting for the roll 20.
The world will happen one day.
Wait.
Just roll manually.
Yeah, every time it's combat. Roll 20 doesn't help when we're trying to do combat in a fast manner, and just like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, roll.
Wait, it's awful because all of our
2, 3, 4, 5. That will sadly miss because of the double action.
Yes, that's
fair. And we will not take the complications. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, we won't take that.
However, I will now go. And I will go to town with...
No, you won't.
Yes, I will, because you can't do stringed seize the initiatives.
Okay.
That's what you're going to sound like in a second after I'm done with you.
Wait, you're going to hit me? You're approaching me?
Oh, I'm having the spider go. And the spider
Okay, that is scary, yeah.
is the spider is going to go, and it is going to attack you. This time, it's seemingly focusing on you and raising all of its big scary limbs and going glop. And I will roll terribly, so you will still be able to counterattack me. God damn it!
Yeah, fuck you.
Yes. And with my friend Zedek's blade, I will cast you from memory.
Oh my god! And complicate and okay.
We'll spin a wrath.
So 4 doesn't. Yeah, we're gonna.
A four just hits, which is nice.
Oh, in that case, I wouldn't have spent a Wrath of it hit.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so ignore that.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I
we'll
just
put
won't
that.
be shipping anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fail.
Roll damage.
Nice. 14 again. AP -3.
Yeah, your weapon goes up into it, tears out a bunch of it. It is looking so bad now. Its internals are starting to leak out. Like you're seeing metal chunks fall to the floor from it. Yeah. So, that was its go. Who wants to go next?
Me.
Yeah, Lorn.
I'll crawl here.
Okay.
And I will molten beam it. And those scarabs. Because they're right there.
Yes, you
And
may.
it
You
is.
may roll the beam.
The beam.
Yes, the beam.
Molten
And
beam.
Bolted B.
Fire the beam.
I'll keep our glory as it is.
I will
So-
utilize my last rune point to try to
Yes.
prism stop you, you punk.
Yes, you will.
I will.
Molten beam, and as my light is shining, I point forth and say, "My little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine." And then it's just, and I complicate. And I'm going to spin a wrath to re-roll the other bits and get a 10 total. I still complicate. So what
Yeah.
amazing wrath issue ding do I get? What do I get, Mr.
So
Game Master?
that's right.
I still succeed in all that, and which I'll
You do,
just roll
you
the
do,
damage,
you do.
but it's like, so I'll just
Um,
roll it real quick, and it's 18. That's all I can really do. Actually, I want to boost. Can I boost anything? Yeah, I can actually. I want to boost 2 to be 2 additional damage dice. Which I
Yeah,
just
do
roll.
it.
Yeah, just 2 real quick.
I am
and
going to.
They're both 1. Nothing happens.
Okay, that's still gonna just be enough to take this thing, but I'm gonna turn this complication into a awesome narrative moment. I'd like to thank one of our servitors, actually, Spar Lightning Cut, for this warp related complication. Time bends. All living creatures regress back in time briefly. Now, I'm going to change some of the flavor on this particular complication to work with the scene, but Lorn, you start to like see as though like Braine and Zedek and Reeb, all of them seem to like look extremely young as like everything seems to almost stop in place as you've seared through. Like your molten beam goes out, it hits this spider in the head and sears through until the head actually pops and explodes the entire creature and the swarm with it. But then everything stops and you see your companions and they all look like younger. Like Zedek looks in his teens, and then Reeb like looks much younger, and Braine looks the same somehow.
I wonder why.
Yeah, and as this goes on, like there's a stutter, and you notice your molten beam retracts back into your hands, and there's this like blur of movement as the spider repairs itself back to its full intense appearance, and you see it staring towards you, Lorn, looking at you, and you know fear at this creature's appearance as it looks at you, its eyes staring. But then all of this seems to stop again, this movement around you, and suddenly the the spider seems to like dissipate into tiny particles that are being pulled magnetically towards you. And suddenly you look down, and in your hand, you see that you're holding onto that metal cube. And the spider, broken down into particulate matter, flies into the cube, as do all of these corpses that you're now noticing at the base of the spider, that all fly in, these red and blue robed corpses that all fly in. Everything goes into the cube in your hand. And you hear this voice that speaks, though it's not your own voice. And you just hear this. And that is what you get for attempting to assault Slayer Burgo de Fakraby, 24th of my name. And then there's a snap, and you find yourself back to where you were. Your companions looking the same, the tomb spider collapsing on the ground, and the room is silent as the last of the guardians have departed.
What just happened? What just happened? Is the spider is dead on the ground?
The spider is exploded across the room from the molten beam. Its fragments have landed into the full ore. It is completely ruined.
Is all the bodies still here?
The Skitari bodies, yeah, all line the area up here by where Reeb is.
What did the Fuckaby do?
The Fuckaby. I suspect he possibly instigated all of this.
Then he will pay.
I'm going to walk up to Lorn.
Let me see the device.
I hand it over.
All right.
I'm going to fiddle with it. I'm going to see if there's some way, pointing it out at the corpses, to put them back into the device.
You don't seem to be able to utilize it. It seems to just be this nondescript cube in your hand now.
Can I use tech to get it to function?
You don't feel like it's active at all right now. Like it seems dormant for whatever
Don't worry
reason.
about that now, Braine. Let's make sure everyone's okay first, and let's see what brought this team down here.
I'm going to stow the cube on my person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we must.
Jesus. Ooh, car.
We must learn what happened here to these brave Skitari who gave their lives in this labyrinth.
Are you going to take a look at all of the bodies strewn about here?
Yes.
Would you like to give me a tech check on some of them?
I would love nothing more than to roll tech.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, shit, I do not have 6 extra dice in this right now. Still have the glory big bump. I'm going to spend 3 on this, because this seems pretty good.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let us see what happens. Ooh, 5 and a glory.
Yeah. So with that, you're able to get, much like you did with the servitor, you're able to get a bit of visual data that you can plug into one of the hololithic units. And it seems to be the audio visual data of one of the Skitari. It seems as though these Skitari advanced into this chamber at some point. And when they came in, there was a man who you recognize in the visual feed as Slayer Burgo de Fakraby, with beside him this sort of like cowering, mewling Ro Hecta, who looks like pale and gaunt and malnourished and looking up in shock. And but between the Skitari's viewpoint and de Fakraby is this immense spider creature that immediately turns to the Skitari and begins just destroying them, tearing them apart, ripping them limb from limb, hurling them down. And then the audio video falls to the side, and you see much of what like Lorn saw, with de Fakraby holding out this cube and sucking everything into it. And then de Fakraby like looking down at Ro Hecta and then just saying, as the video seems to stutter as it like flies into the cube, and the last sort of images you catch are this like tumbling eyesight, and you just see Defuckerby turning as the cube is finishing this suction, and like, well, Hector, it's time we must go. I have important things to attend to now. And then blackness. And that is, I think, where we're going to end today's session.
Oh, yeah.
And that
Oh, boy.
the end of today's episode. Thank you so much, chat, for being here. For those of you still interested in what stuff and you wasn't here at the very, very beginning for news announcements, stay here. Just stay on stream after we do our outro and stuff, because we got some stuff to announce. But currently, let's go ahead and reintroduce to you your cast members. Are Skitari, Ranger, wielder of the Power Sword, destroyer of little tiny scarab things, Braine, played by Speaker D.
Yes. Hello, I am Speaker D, and you can follow me on @SpeakerD on Twitter, and you can also find me on my YouTube channel, which is also Speaker D.
And next up, Inquisitorial Acolyte, Savior of Lorn, Healer of all, one of our most amazing party members, Reeb Van Horn, played by Earndil.
Yes, I'm Earndil, and you can find me on Twitter at Earndilio. I post very frequently about things that not pertain to TTS, and extremely infrequently about things that do.
And I am ZoranTheBear. I have been playing Lorn. You're currently watching on my channel and all the other stuff. Next up, we have our rogue trader, Captain of the Debt Collector, Captain Zedek, played by HulkyKrow.
Yes, I am indeed HulkyKrow. You can pretty much only follow me on Twitter @HulkyKrow. I post about memes usually, like occasional things. You might see some updates from my personal life and some food that I like eating.
And the one who has been tormenting us the entire time, who's making this all possible, the Game Master, Thurston Hillman.
Hello, and thank you everyone for going through the madness of today's session. I told you we've got Spooktober, and we have one more session left in our spooky month. Our 10th session. It's kind of I think it'll hit a lot of good notes. So I look forward to seeing you all then, and maybe we will continue some of these story arcs we have going.
On the 31st. So hope you're all gonna arrive. A lot of spooky
Mark
stuff
my
on
words,
the 31st.
It's going to be the spookiest episode. I swear. It's so spooky.
So with that, we'll see you next time on WarHams. So love you all very much. Thank you all for being here. Goodbye. So long. See you all next time.
Bye, experience beach.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you all for coming out.